Nerd rant over.
Never be over. It sucks to be passionate about a hobby that I know is run by a company that's just fucking awful and morally corrupt. But hey, I grew up with it, man. It's like my one vestige of happiness. Where's that cult?
There's no, as the adage says, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism.
Mm-hmm. I'm not one for physical card games, so I don't know the ins and outs. It's a weird, unique scenario that Hasbro has, like, set up, and it sucks. Like, it's impressive when Bank of America says, yeah, y'all are fucking dumb. Let that sink in there. Wait, was it Bank of America, or... I think it was, like, a global bank. It was something about, like, stock prices or something. They're just like, nah, y'all are morons. Cult. Oh, I see what's going on here. They got the Final Fantasy set coming out this year, and if they preprint Laguna Loire, I will get on my knees and unhinge my jaw. Welcome back to Cult of the Lamb. Why are y'all still awake eating? Oh, I guess the meals just came up and you're like, yeah, might as well get some of that in before I go to bed. Good lord, I'm playing HD2? What's HD2?
Helldivers 2.
Ah. Oh, right, the baby. What do you want, Jake? I mean, sure, fuck it. We got some real estate, right? We got 8. I should build another apartment, shouldn't I? I can build another apartment, wow. Well, I feel like I have to move this because now we're gonna have like a second layer of apartments and just no space for them. I'm in the circle. Yeah, you're one of the oldest because we damned the eternal soul of, however, I think it was. So I think they're permanently off the roster now. Hey, Sizer. Thanks for the help. Do we have any faces I haven't seen yet? Wait, the raffle's not on. Ah, damn it. Hang on. I don't think they're in, so I'm just gonna go... I'm just gonna choose people that are in chat at the moment. There we go. Congratulations, you're an ascetic. We don't have the extension on. Really? That doesn't make any sense, because, like, it should be on, right? Try refreshing the stream? No, then why would it be a problem on my end? I think I have to save and restart. Fuck. Alright, who in chat wants to be a horny boy? Who else do I think hasn't been in here? I think, Korish hasn't been here? Let's put my name wrong. Well, that's just my dumb fingers. Beast Hunter, Fat Swordsman. Wasn't Beast Hunter in the roster? Well, I think I go with someone I'm pretty sure isn't in here. Like, I'm pretty sure Kurish isn't in. I got moited. Yeah, that means we could revive you, unlike however, who is eternally damned to the depths of hell. Congratulations, Kirscher and Axolotl. What's the death roster? Ecomac Hunter. Right, Divine Hero's still dead. Yeah, let's save and hope to God that the thing works. I don't know what's going on with this. This is like the glitchiest playthrough I've had for the stream. It's kind of impressive. Can I not do integration from here? I guess I can't do integration from here. Weird. Also, this is Cult of the Lamb that's on the dashboard, right? Who murdered me? Probably me. Okay, we're live. Oh, I cashed out a little too early. Fuck. Oh no, you get back up there, motherfucker. We need a lot of food. By we need a lot of food is I should check in on the farm, shouldn't I?
Perhaps.
Why are you guys making mushrooms? God, we also need actual ass more labor, because who buddy? We're at like 23 people and I don't think it's enough to like manage a facility this big. Do I have any bones? I do have bones. I have some bones. Oh right, I was gonna do a revive ritual, but I am just short bones. So we'll do a ceremony and then just go out on a crusade. Give me faith. Thanks, Weber. I still love the fact that the head of a starfish cultist has the butthole on the back of the head. Nice work, Jake. Get back to work. Oh, Twitch chat's deciding my fate. What? Why are you still walking around? Go to bed. You know what? I know how I can fix this. Baby, why are you near the bar? I forgot we had 2 babies to manage now. Which means there's going to be so much poop. Baby. Baby. Baby knows what it wants and it wants a drinky. Now I gotta cure, Conscious. Somebody- oh god, I thought someone was trying to shit next to the altar. Oh, Travis is an old... We haven't done everything, have we? I was like, there's the decorations, but is there anything else? No, it's just the decorations, I think. Barf. Baby. Babies, y'all's filthy. Yeah, this is the old people bum fights cult. Why is he upcharging us? Why the upcharge, man? What is this shit? He's afraid of chat. Oh, the ball head, right. Oh, I should have changed my fucking shirt. So I've been kinda... Fire projectile when you swing your friend can cool down. Deal poison damage when struck. Fire for everyone hit. So basically this is a get hit build. Radical. Or just kill on sight build. Oh, I should have put out the expedition. I forgot to put out the bone expedition. Oh, barf. Man, what? Alright, this is the weapon where I like to use heavy attack with, isn't it? I also just love how lush and insane the world looks now. Like, it's just a great way of telling us we really fucked up, didn't we? Lamb just looks up at the plants with crying faces and like, oh man, that's not right. I like how a heavy attack breaks the shield, but not a explosive. Cultist, cat that. So I'm going to always be in a fight no matter what I do, which is just miserable. What if we just got more help? Because I know we need that. Little bunny. Little child, come home. I thought they're worshipping Leshy again, weird. Give me the gold nugget. Thanks for the gift, ma'am. Fornius. You mean that big fucking, like, ray fish from the Shin Megami Tensei series is?
Fornius.
Yeah, somebody said that in chat and I don't know why. I've been playing a lot of Persona 3 lately, and I'm coming to realize that, man, 4 and 5 are trying really hard to be as good as 3. Like, I never thought I'd be enthralled by the story of a French weeaboo teenager. But Baby is just, you know, the most passionate person in the world, and I want to support his endeavors. The cat from the store is named Fornius. Ah, I see. Oh, I stepped on poison, didn't I? Oh, I've been playing the shit out of P3R, who buddy? Ooh, yeah, Hounds of Fate. Very good spell. I think I am... well... I'll try to keep a vague spoiler of where I'm at in the chat, because even though it's an old-ass game of, like, what, 20 years at this point, it's new in vogue, so there's spoilers, so I'll keep it very vague. Gun Jesus has been introduced, and he's a freak.
Oh, you find him.
Yes, I've seen memes of him, but I was not expecting to hear, "Oh, your squeals are exquisite," as he fucking plugs a man. This fucking cultist has my number. Goddamn. It definitely seems like Persona 3 is the gun persona. Even though the big thing about Persona 5 was the fact that you have a gun, somehow 3 does it better. Because it makes the gun have, like, weight, if that makes any sense.
Well, it's mostly because the fact that everybody has more weapons, but more the whole gun thing was just they're reintroducing the
gun attribute?
Yeah, the gun attribute.
Yeah, the gun attribute that was in Strange Journey. That's not a stab. That's not a stab at you, Festival. That's a stab at Persona games. But like the guns, the concept of guns in P3 has more weight because of the messages that they're trying to send in P3, compared to P5, where it's just like, yeah, we're nasty crime boys. We got guns.
Yeah, we're using fake guns that turn into real guns in the metaverse. Yeah, but that's great. Where you just no, we're using actual weapons here. Fuck you, idiot.
Also, we're using this gun. Also, the world of, in order to summon your persona in this universe, you have to emulate the act of committing suicide in order to get enough raw emotion to evoke your persona. And I'm just like, wow. It's really fucked, actually. Hi, Carmine.
Like, oh, wow. The characters of P4 have it easy, huh?
They really do, and even... I still give Persona 4 credit. I like the idea, I love the idea of the murder mystery Persona game, where you have ultimate power, but the stakes are relatively tame, but they're still, like, very big stakes, because, you know, it's your hometown, and there's an awful sicko murderer there. But, like, I played P3, I'm like, wow, man, 4 is a lot more saccharine than I expected. But yeah, that's where a lot of my personal time's been going, chat. The other part's been farming on Nioh 2, but even then I only had to fight Ryu Hayabusa for like 45 minutes. I already got all the spells.
I fought him once and I got Izuna drop and the spell, so I feel like that might be more key.
Yeah, Izuna drop and the flame scroll are guarantees, because I got it in one and Torpo got it in one. But I also got his armor, his weapons, and both Umbral Bullet and what was it, Purification Blade?
Well, basically it's the one that is the spell that you use. So I think the more useful one might be the wind one.
The what one?
The wind one. The one that the
Is it useful? Because it doesn't really have any teeth.
It's kind of like get out. I guess like it might depending on how much damage it does. Like. Oh,
I see what you're getting at. But all of them have the ability to like guaranteed knock back someone from you.
For big enemies, probably. Like,
yeah, maybe.
Otherwise, like if you're for whatever reason surrounded.
Do I want to throw away half my damage outfit for speed?
Does that didn't have the actual like setup for the?
Oh, it's a godly weapon. Yeah, give me that shit.
It's a setup for Last Gambit. I freaking just murdered me to death.
Okay, yeah, the fucking speed was way better, buddy. As much as the allure of 10 damage, like, got to me, this is like, wow. I could actually hit shit now. The original P3 is so dour that they had to make the remake lightly like... I heard fucking everybody hates the answer. I do not want any validation of this because I might look into that someday.
You'll understand why when it comes.
But like... Man, P3 is really good. Like, I understand why it would start, like, the fucking fervor of a series.
Everybody likes it.
Oh, jeez. Let's just poison everything. Oh my gosh. He really doesn't want me to be nearby. There we go. God tier. What do we need? I guess I'll take the wood, because wood is eternally useful. When did this game become a video game? It's always been, it's just that, like, the cult is a lot to manage, and I tend to hyper-focus on that chitlin. Also, hello, Iron Chitlin. And now time for the Animal Crossing portion of your entertainment tonight. Chat is deciding your fate. I never cooked for anyone, did I? Shit. Oh right, I can only personally cook 12 meals. I should also empty the pool. I think this is the last Divine Inspiration, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna get for the rest of this. Like, I don't think I filled up the chart in the other ones. So what's gonna happen now? Also, apparently this place is filthy. Oh, that's why. What the hell's the janitor doing? Go to bed. Someone is moaning and I don't know. Oh. Where's the infighting happening? Oh, there we go. Weber, why are you starting shit? Oh my god, Weber, why are you starting shit? Weber's just being a dick today. Ritual resurrection. We're taking one out, so we gotta put one back in, unfortunately. Probably two, honestly. Gotta get Ish back. I gotta bring back my inner circle. No rest for you. And now is the time for bum fights. Old. Where is the other one? Old. Fight! Death to Old. And now, do I have enough bones? I should. And now, the recycling of the old. I did not cook today, Selnar. So no stove. Old. It's also a good thing that we're taking out these olds because we're getting in some new cultists. $1,395 faith. Hello? Why? Money. This is why. Why are you all staring at poop? What is our janitor doing? Time to see if we have any names left to raffle. Anybody in the chat who's not already in? Oh, this man is celibate. and hates sacrifice. Raffles on. Let's see if anybody hasn't bidden yet. Where's my phone? There you are, phone. My phone, which has so much fucking uses now. I can't imagine living without this phone. Well, a smartphone, I should say. Oh boy, I could get a $10 gift card for a local coffee place if I do a big ol' survey. No, thank you. Thank you, text message. Hates absolutely any fun. Hey, you don't know, man, Koshi. Maybe he likes buying laminated cardboard for the purposes of entertainment with other celibate anti-sacrifice people. Oh man, what a way to bring it back to the fucking Magic the Gathering discussion I was having before the stream. Yeah, this year they're gonna be doing a Fallout set and a Final Fantasy set. And who buddy, they're either gonna flounder or they're gonna continue to, like, continue this desperate trend of finding, like, the most rabid fandoms and just exploiting them. I don't know how they're gonna do Final Fantasy, because it's either gonna be just 7 or 14. Chibinobu, congratulations, enter your dude. Yeah, it said that if they put in Laguna Loire, which I know they're not gonna go and do that because they're fucking cowards, I would buy that in a heartbeat. Ad break stopped me from getting to Ravel. Man, fuck that. That sucks. I'm sorry capitalism ruined your life. Cow. Oh, you even get to pick your shirt. That's nice. Welcome, Shibinobu, you unfun soul. What can I get to farming? Why do you like Laguna of Valhalla? Cause he's a schlub, and I have like a weird affection for schlubs. Like, Laguna is the biggest dork on the planet, and I like that, Chitlin. Well, I should also say he's the biggest dork, but also he's the most human cast member ever? Ooh. Thank you, Inner Circle. Like, I would say Laguna's the most believable cast member in the cast because he's just a dork that can't ask a girl out because he pops a boner midway through doing it. And then, you know, feels empathy for someone for a kid who has no father. Ooh, splendid vegetable feast. That means I need to buy some fucking veggies, don't I? Where's the other baby? Because I know we have 2 of the little dammers, I just gotta find them. I should also get the other cultists in here, but like, man, I can't... Oh, that's a big-ass shit. What did they say? Splendid vegetable feast? So I need turnips, pumpkins, I don't know why I like the pumpkins, and cauliflower. And give them their daily pumpkin gruel. I'll find the baby later. Why did the team have visions of Laguna anyways? Was that ever explained? Yes, it is just extremely stupid, Shitlin. The one being is that the plot character MacGuffin of the entire game, a teenage girl who was raised by Laguna, is also psychic. And she wants them to help Laguna, so she just implanted memories of Laguna in the team. By the way, raffle up, chat. If you're not already in, now's your chance. I can still enter raffles despite you making follow me. Yeah, you can enter. Like, we'll have conscious, we'll have conscious and conscious. It'll be fine. Alone used her powers to cram the kid's consciousness into Laguna. Yep. It is very stupid, and I appreciate it. Because even though the plot of that game was very dumb, I still had a lot of fun with it. Even when the magical words time compression were uttered, there was still some gleams of entertainment to be had. Also, I'm gonna have, like, kind of controversial opinion in retrospect. I wouldn't call this a hot take, I'd call this more like a, I'd call this like a power level 6 on the microwave take. As an overall product, I like Final Fantasy VIII more than 9, but that's mainly because I find 9 has, like, the best introduction out of any of the best first disc out of any of the Final Fantasies, in my opinion. But it also flounders around in, like, the end of Disc 2 and all of Disc 3 and a bit of the start of Disc 4. And I kind of realized that after playing it. So even though I like FF9, I do recognize that, hoo boy, there is a inverse bell curve of enjoyment in that game. FF8 is my favorite. I ask you, as also a fellow FF8 fan who loves it dearly, why? What the fuck is wrong with us? Also, I'm gonna end the raffle now. Conscious, congratulations, make ya dude. Most of my knowledge of FF7 and 8 is from fan fiction. Oh boy, that content's gonna be supercharged with the fucking FF7 R2. Where the fucking sexual tension between Cloud and Sephiroth is hypercharged.
It's hilarious.
Sephiroth calls Cloud his little puppy, and oh my god, I could just hear the world just pile mountains of gay fan fiction in the internet. You want control over everything, and you want to accomplish that. There's nothing clever about fucking FF8. If you want to beat FF8, 80% of the content is bind death to your weapons and then fuck over random encounters. Wow. I've never been, like, so excited. I haven't been this excitable in a while. FF8 is so dumb. Is it stuck? It might be. So, I'm gonna cancel and see, like, if it does the thing again. Like, that's the process, right? Fast forward, just cancel and it should fix itself later.
Usually.
Which means I think we have to redo the raffle. There we go. Wow, you even got cool clothes. Holy shit. Also, Conscious's big trait, they are horny. That's a cool looking outfit. I like that. Fucking, I don't know, dude. Worship.
You can't tell me the junction system wasn't amazing.
I think it was a really good system, yeah. But also, there was a lot wrong with it. Also, I feel like I need to get Chitlin in here on the thing. I just have to, like, do a ad hoc setup real quick, but go on. But, like, Junction was so incredibly smart, and yet, like, why?
It was such a ass backwards implementation that I can't help but love it. like you have this amazing system where you can, you know, junction stuff to your stats and make yourself completely overpowered if you know what you're doing.
Did I pick the right one? I don't think I did.
But also,
it shouldn't have had the fucking level scaling enemies. Then it wouldn't have been as bad.
I don't.
Okay, so it shouldn't have had level scaling enemies.
What? What is it doing? Hang on. Sorry, go on.
And also, the fact that it's tied to your magic stores meant you never casted any magic ever because it was tied to your stats.
Yes, that's the one
you have to keep drawing.
That's the one that I feel like was the biggest downside of, Oh, I'm missing a layer on here. Holy shit. That's the biggest downside in my opinion because, like... Here. No, that's mean. That's mean to my daughter. What the fuck am I saying? Right. The junction system was genius, and I like the idea, but it shouldn't have been a currency of magic, because then that means you will never cast magic ever. If you want the effect of what you want, you would just bind it to your attack, and then never cast it again, because you'll just do it automatically on attack. What it should have been is that it should have been a bindable trait, but it should have been either contribute MP, like max MP, or like it just has a set value that works, and it would go there. Because junctioning a spell to a stat is smart. Like, fire makes you stronger. That's a smart system. Sure. But also, it just turns the game into auto-attack the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind auto-scaling. I feel like auto-scaling is fine. Oh no, I neglected Torpo's baby because I couldn't find it. Where are the babies? Also, oh god, there's some fucking Z fighting going on there.
That's alright. Like babies are famously very good at being neglected.
Oh, I think I have to keep this name because I forgot that this is what we did when we had Torpo breed with a god.
Torpo, wait? What?
So, do you care about the plot of this game, Chitlin?
No, not really.
So, okay, so you don't care about spoilers. So,
No.
the setup of the bones here is that, originally the lamb worked for a god known as the One Who Waits because he was imprisoned. And when the god wanted to take his power back, the lamb was like, fuck that, I'm gonna turn you into a lesser being now. So this god is now a cultist in our cult. And Torpo, in his infinite wisdom, said, I'm gonna get me that. And they had the ugliest baby we have ever seen. So we matched the names together and called it the Torpo Who Waits.
I see. Also, yes, Kuoshi, you use auto attacks on every random encounter, but in FF8, if you junction properly, you can auto attack through bosses.
Wait, did I make 2 buildings somehow? Is that why there was Z fighting? Did the game glitch? But also, I gotta focus. Where's the other baby? I have to address the other baby, otherwise the game's gonna yell at me. Grow, baby. Make me more golden poops. Do I have any bones for a ritual? Also, what were we talking about again, Chillin'? I just kind of lost focus.
Final Fantasy VIII, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, like, it is such a fascinating game mechanically. We've said our things on the plot, and I've seen Tiger Brows fucking explode over the plot, because it's so very stupid. But
I mean, the plot is a special kind of madness that I... Yeah.
it is profoundly dumb, and I adore it as a result. Like, goddamn, that plot is dumb. Oh, is this what New Game Plus is? Is this like, oh, big scary god, pay me more money? I disagree, Banana. I think every Final Fantasy game, barring 8, has a relatively decent plot. And even then, I still like some of the ideas that 8 posited. Like, as dumb as it sounds, fucking... time compression sounds genuinely interesting as an idea.
Also, like, barring the implementation of the idea, the concept that your weapons are taking your own memories away from you is a hell of a damn good hook.
Well, not your weapons, your guardian spirits. It's an extreme difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are weapons in the 8 arsenal.
The items you're utilizing to save the world are taking memory away from you is a very powerful premise, yeah. Go to bed! I'm sorry I gave you pumpkin soup and made you sick. Go to bed. It's a very simple concept. If you don't feel good, go to bed, you idiots. Oh yeah, I should send out the team to get me bones. It really is tough being a fan of that series because of how much there is. Festivara.
Like the good thing about Final Fantasy is that because it's all like with very limited exceptions, it's all standalone stories. So
Yep.
you can just ignore the shit you don't like. So
Yeah, it's the smartest thing that series has ever done.
mm-hmm.
Which is ironic because 14 is kind of like a weird, you know, what's the term I'm looking for? Like, celebration of the series as a whole, and and 14 is like trying to make it all a continuity in its own continuity, and I find that really funny.
That's okay.
What's okay?
No, I've
Oh.
heard
Oh.
that, on
Follower gains the immortal trait. I get to pick and choose my favorites.
oh boy.
But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I've heard that 14 is like basically a celebration of the series and its history and stuff like that, but I've never heard like they actually tried to make that actual continuity.
I think it's actual continuity in 14. 14. It just there's a lot of homages to the previous series and whatnot, and the closest thing to being like canon to is FF11.
Oh, 11 was the other MMO, wasn't it?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just fixing my cultists. God, FF14 is so weird because I remember hearing about it when I was still in Guild Wars and like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Oh, my laptop can't run it. Oh well. And then hearing about where it is now, I'm like, holy shit, that's a fucking like, that's a great story of just like success from failure. Like borrow my thoughts of how I feel about MMOs these days, FF14 is genuinely fascinating to think about.
I mean, we've kind of been seeing this more and more these days of games that launch in an absolutely shitty state but actually end up redeeming themselves, like MMOs, multiplayer games, single-player games. It doesn't even matter anymore. Like, people are willing to forgive as long as the devs are putting in the work to, you know, make it better.
Yeah. It's so weird, too, because, like, for MMOs, I don't mind, because, you know, it's, like, a constantly developing thing, so eventually it'd be good. But for some reason, when I see, that in regards to, say, like, a product that is supposed to be, like, supposedly done out the gate and being sold as a product, I feel like when they do stuff like that, it should be just, you know, done out the gate.
Yes, I agree completely. Like,
but also like the job market or the job atmosphere for game development fucking blows.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they don't do it, but also, man, it should be better. And the fact that we don't have unions in the video game industry is kind of a crying shame.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, pretty soon there'll be no game devs anyway.
I know, right? Given how the gaming industry is still firing people to this day.
Yeah, I was watching a video a few days ago, maybe weeks ago. I'm not even sure. Time has no meaning.
Right.
But it was a game developer who was talking about AI and what all it could do. And apparently, it's more than just AI replacing artists. Like AI can fix your shitty code.
No,
it can.
Well,
yeah.
go on. I gotta. Oh, go ahead, Sheldon. Go continue your thought, and I'll follow up.
Well, from what he was saying, like you can plug your shitty code and ask like a professional version of ChatGPT to fix it, and ChatGPT will spit out more optimized code than you could write.
It's weird though, because like I have a similar, albeit infinitely nerdier, scenario for you, Chitlin. is that the problem with all of the AI bots is that they don't, like, apparate thoughts out of nowhere. They just pull from a source somewhere on the internet and make it yours. To wit, somebody in my fucking game store for Magic the Gathering was trying to convince me that AI is the wave of the future. So they whipped up their phone and said, "Hey, ChatGTP, make me the best deck for Commander," and it spit out a list. And I looked at it and said, "This is a 5-year-old list. It's not using the volumes of cards that are now available." I built this deck when this was relevant. I know the exact article where this deck came from. And he just sat there like, "Well, it's just a hiccup." And I'm like, no. It is not iterative. It is copying. Like, there's not a single ounce of originality. It is just sourcing codes. It is the robot equivalent of a undergrad's essay for graduating.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to do research before you grad shit, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like,
I mean, if you're just copying shit verbatim, then you deserve to fail.
well, you get what I mean, right? It's like there's no like, it's not an original document thing. It's just like all research pulled and quoted, etc. ad infinitum.
Yeah, I understand that.
Oh, food.
It's just
shit.
like.
Beef. Is this the meat room that they were talking about when they made that patch? Anyways, what were you gonna say, Chitlin?
I don't know. I lost any thought I had.
Were you gonna say something, Festival? Because I know somebody had a thought and I just kind of cut them off accidentally.
It's like, honestly, AI is in infancy, so it's not something I can like. I would really think it's not a smart idea to rely on, considering the fact that with ChatGPT, you can gaslight the thing to do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can trick the AI chat to just say what you want to say by bullying it. And AI art is like the biggest fucking like shit show of this whole thing, because who buddy? These people that think they're artists by just having a robot like take a bunch of art and mash it together is like just the biggest piece of just like the biggest pile of cynicism I've felt in my life.
Yeah, I've seen a lot lately of people just posting like, "Hey, here's some AI art of random things." Like, okay, but you didn't make this. You fed it into a text parser and it spat out some images for you. Like, that's like nothing about this is cool.
And the fact that they have the gall to fucking martyr themselves by being told they're not creative is, ugh. Anyway,
I honestly call it what's it? Computer generated AI art. I wouldn't say a robot truly made art unless the robot made the art unprompted, like on its own volition.
Yeah. Right. Also, this is weird. The dice game people are back. Oh, I guess we're getting plot for the Dice Boy. That's cool. Sorry, we're in New Game Plus, Chitlin, so basically full podcast mode.
That's why I'm here, man. I don't show up when there's stuff actually going on.
But like, yeah, that's a really good point, Festivore. Wow, why is it so fucking damaging? Holy shit. Do I pick that up?
I mean,
you call it machine. Before I think machine learning, it's AI, but it's still machine learning at this point. So I don't feel like it's true AI yet. About as much AI as basically Alexa and Siri.
It is not AI until laws are developed in order to prevent us from having it kill us.
I mean, I'd settle for laws that prevent AI from just taking everyone's job.
I mean, it's slowly happening. Like,
yeah,
a lot of judges are saying, yeah, I feel like you have absolutely every right to sue. Like, I won't be impressed with AI until we develop an AI that watches my gameplay in commentary and comes to the same exact conclusion that you and Torpo have come to, of just at some point saying, "What the fuck, Wang?"
I mean, if the AI is watching this stream, then eventually it will reach that point where it's just, you know, it's gonna start calling you out on your bullshit. So.
Yeah, like, if it is AI, it has to be unprompted. It has to be in a vacuum, like, none of y'all have to be around, and it has to also say, "God damn it, Wang."
It has to be able to think of its own volition, whether or not it'll laugh at you or just try to offer you actual constructive criticism.
And I don't mean, like, just insulting. It's easy to make a fucking insult bot. Like, they did that with George Carlin's god-awful, like, weird AI.
Supposedly, apparently that wasn't actually machine generated. It was actually written by somebody.
Oh, okay. But, like, you get what I mean. Like, it has to be organic. Howdy, Ayla. Oh, Ayla, thanks for the raid. Sorry. No notification. I was just... We're talking about this stuff because I'm kind of in automatic mode for New Game Plus Cult of the Lamb. What'd you play, Ayla? Hang on a second. Fuck this. I gotta do right. This is crap.
What?
Go follow Ayla. He's cool.
Okay.
But yeah, what were you playing, Ayla? Helldivers then Darktide. What's Darktide?
That's
Warhammer
that,
40k.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Warhammer 40k, like Vermintide, but in 40K.
Okay.
It's enjoyable for what it is.
Yeah, and for how weird the 40k brand is and Games Workshop is, I like the fact that they're putting products into the video game industry, because that is, while an extremely, like, you know, awful idea, and some shit is just fucking awful to think about, it's a good brand to put into video games.
Because the thing is, most right, it's extremely tabletop, and so a lot of the gameplay and stuff comes from, like, you know, RTS and whatnot. So it's all like advanced strategy or anything like that, due to how the whole, like, scale of everything works.
God, I forgot how cool Leshy looks.
Like the thing that bugs me about 40k video games is that so many of them are strategy, which, you know, obviously it came from a tabletop strategy game, that's fine. But the setting is, like, perfect for an action game, and, like, only, like, war exists. And it's Space Marine.
There's one that's a Doom. There's one that's just basically a Doom clone now, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, Bolt Gun, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really interested in the boomer shooter thing.
Oh man, what?
Because there's Space Marine 2 coming out. That's more of like a third-person shooter thing. But the thing, I honestly already understand why it's kind of like that. Because you think because everything's kind of fucked, and it's kind of hard to have people just be like to last longer than, you know, one fight.
Oh yeah, gotta be careful about Nightbot. I thought I reprogrammed it to not be aggressive about fucking emotes. But yeah, I didn't realize we could recruit the fucking bosses. Holy shit.
This is the new with this update, recent update, you can do that now.
Oh, was it also part of the sex update? Whoa.
Yeah, you saw the sex update. You saw Leshy walking around with like doing bartending stuff.
That was a sex update?
Yeah, when the developers of the game were teasing a new update, they made a joke of, if you could get this to, like, this amount of interaction on X, we'll introduce sex into the cult game. And then it happened in like 4 hours, and the developer's actual comment was, "Damn it."
I mean, I feel like, you know, they were planning a sex update, and then they just tried to make it seem like it wasn't their fault.
But the sex update is why we're making babies that just make gold poo and give me money.
Yeah, as I said before, how he's engaging in poo-genics.
What are we helping or hindering?
You're basically deciding what I get as a chat.
Okay.
Chat interaction is fun. Engage.
Okay. I will. Yeah. You get that.
I love the name of you get that. Also gotta feed. Well, I know what I could do for my cult. Thanks for the bones, Weber. Thanks for the bones, Ish. Now go to bed, you jackasses. Oh, it's almost day. Y'all are gonna just wake up immediately, aren't you? Also, why is my cult mad at me?
Or being a cult leader.
Oh, I should also work on that vegetable feast, shouldn't I? No, the baby was neglected. I guess that's why they're pissed. Hang on, guys. I can fix this. I'll bless you so you'll all give me faith. We have 2 olds already. I guess we could try and raffle the golden deuce away. Hey, chat, y'all want to be a gold pooping baby?
Yeah, sure.
1 minute on the clock. Have you ever heard of a game called 100% Orange Juice? Oh yeah. I think for like a good part of 2021 I was trying to 100% that so I could be a good host for our group and, you know, have all the content available to play. Then we all just got sick of the game shit.
Maybe they shouldn't lock multiplayer items behind progression
And DLC.
in DLC. Yeah.
Which is a shame, because I still like 100% OJ. It's a very dumb and fun game with, like, an amusing writing in their plot. But goddamn, they did, like, the skeeziest things to keep, you know, player engagement up. That's the one thing it's got going for it, is that it is less spiteful than Dokapon Kingdom, and significantly shorter. Chaos, congratulations on winning the raffle. Make ya dude.
The thing is, it's board games generally only supposed to last so long, where Dokapon Kingdom is
Trying to be an actual RPG, yeah.
It's a whole ass RPG, which is kind of like.
I should have fucking listened to someone else's advice and just done like a quick game. Oh man. Like, I appreciate all of you for sticking around for that fucking game, because, boy, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And I showed my appreciation, chat. I got them stuff afterwards, because I felt really bad for gifting him the Dokapon a few months ago. Why is Virgilius a horse? Oh, did you not see the fucking, April Fool's DLC? Stop bullying Weber and Yaki! They want to go to bed!
It's, yeah, shared of Virgilius and, Usume.
God, that was fucking worse, man. Also, I gotta figure out, oh, so Sagomi is old. I can't have that. First off, let's just do some casual feeding, I guess. I don't feel like cooking, so let's just manifest some fucking...
I wish I could do that.
Let's just use our faith to make food.
Yeah, just... Sounds great.
And we can't solve the old problem yet because our cooldown... Wow, the cooldown's almost there. We could probably do it tomorrow. What about Ascension? Wow, it's almost done too. Shit. Is anyone eligible for the inner circle? Can I make a higher ascension of cult? Weber, Lord Tyrion. Well, let's get Lord Tyrion because they're an actual viewer. Get the fuck over here. You're in the inner circle. Also, we have 3 old. Ugh. And Cereman. I've been trying to progress the railway, but it's still tough as nails. Oh yeah, because they expect the meta. And the meta is any identity that is from W Corporation. What happened to the first disciple? Oh, they fucking dead. They're so dead. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah. Set up another raffle so Chitlin can try and get in this. Raffle! Raffle, raffle.
Okay. I'm in the raffle. There you go.
In this case, I probably should lean into charge build. I will say this. The railway is not necessary to do. You will not be missing anything outside of, like, currencies. Which, you know, currencies are nice, but it's not the end of the world. But, I would say if you want to get, like, the easiest ride out of your game of Limbus Company, spend all your currencies on anybody that is from either W Organization or R Corporation. Except for W Faust and W Merceau. They just kind of suck, honestly. Like, your chase should be W Don Quixote, W Ryoshu, R Heathcliff, R Ishmael. There's, like, your hard carry.
I can't think about anything but the cat when you say Heathcliff. It's
I know, right? It's so funny, because when I say Heathcliff, I'm talking about Wuthering Heights.
yeah. That's not my frame of reference for Heathcliff.
Neither is it mine. Congrats, Empress of Myth.
It's what it's most people, because we're not really doing. No, a lot of people can be reading literature is a thing.
Yeah, like, fucking inspired decision to use Wuthering Heights for a character named Heathcliff, because the day Limbus Company was released, guess how many fucking, like, mix-ups of art there were for that? Pro tip, not a lot, because it's still a small community. But I have seen a lot of the cat Heathcliff with a bat that is just hastily scrawled on Revengi. Also, Empress, is the thing frozen or what? I don't know if you're, like, doing it. My fruit roll-up refuses to open. That's when you just fucking bite into it, plastic and all. I would never suggest that either, but I've done that for fucking, bubble tape. Because I am sick in the head.
What? Bubble tape? Jesus Christ, man.
Look, man, no one else was gonna eat it with me, so I just fucking bit into that shit. Well, there's another, like, snack where I have a very much just say fuck it attitude and do that, but I can't remember what. Congratulations, Empress. Welcome to the cult.
Is it fruit by the foot? Do they still sell that?
I think it might be fruit by the foot, actually. You're right. But that had paper, so I had to unwrap that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. You can digest paper.
I will not be raffling away these boys because they're special. Also, Leshy is celibate. And hot-tempered. What a dick.
Wow. Not getting any, and he's mad about it.
Isn't celibate a choice?
I mean, yeah.
Usually.
Oh, he even has a unique voice clip. Wow. I have to solve this old problem, damn it. I don't know how long it's been as the fucking ritual recharged. I may sound like an insane person, Chitlin, but our cult currently has a malice where if any olds die of old age, the cult hates that.
Look, you're
Oh
just
no,
making...
people died.
like all I'm thinking about now is the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Old. So I mean,
Yeah,
win-win
yeah. The
for
beach.
me.
Go to the beach that makes you old.
yeah, it's the beach that makes you old, by the way.
This movie
Go to the
sounds.
beach that makes you old.
This movie sounds
What?
dumb.
Go to the beach that makes you old. Oh, the
Yeah.
whole movie is stupid. It even ends incredibly stupidly.
Oh right, I never fucking fixed this up, did I? Oops. Also, I should see if they've made me vegetables that I need for vegetables. Why am I just constantly repeating vegetable? Wait! I set up Leshy for those clothes. Are those like only one pair of clothes? Oh no, Ishkabibble, go back to bed! No, don't work! Go to bed! Why are you still awake?
It's called a strong work ethic.
Well, that strong work ethic is stupid. Go to bed, consider your health. I was eating Starburst while saying that, so I just kind of like fucking like spit a little bit on saying that. Also, I should not have gotten my Colt fucking smash-faced. This is real bad. Stop fighting! Do I have to cut you all off? What do I need for this? This is a mystery drink that I haven't gotten yet.
Just start smashing shit together. I don't know.
Well, hang on, I got some dude fucking telling me that he's drunk. Also, I should give this immortality token to someone. What happens if I get to like fucking so it's
Give
a
it to
go.
one of the old people. Yeah.
I can't give her anything. Interesting. I guess I could only give stuff to the young and virile people. Which is why Torpid Typist is gonna never die. Congratulations, you are undying, asshole. You will work forever. Under my corporate work ethic. Which is somehow not as bad.
Oh yeah, did Stalker 2 come out yet?
No, unfortunately, I'm getting more worried about that.
Oh.
Because like there's been a lot of talk about decisions within that fucking situation that are not good sounding.
It's gonna turn out just like Bloodlines 2, and I'm not interested at all.
Yeah. Olds, fight! God, speaking of like, you know, awful sounding scenarios with, you know, work ethics that are actually, you know, healthy and appreciative. There's a new anime out there called 'Tis Time for Torture, which is like the weirdly most wholesome thing I've seen in anime yet. Where like it's like that typical trope of like humans versus the demon realm, but the demon realm is run by a bunch of people that, you know, care about their employees and try to give them, you know, healthy work conditions and the like. And the Demon King is actually the best dad ever and won't, you know, use any of the information divulged in quote-unquote torture. Because, yeah, like, security is lax in the fucking, like, well, security is lax in the human realm in Sunday, but, like, why would the Demon King go out on Sundays? That's, like, his daughter's day for watching cartoons. Or, like, well, another one was, like, we're not gonna, like... The treasury is like vulnerable on the north side of the castle. But why would we do that? That's like the people's hard-earned money. It's just like this weird gag played out to be incredibly wholesome and I like it. It's very fun. And also the main character is so stupid. And that kind of works. Because, like, it's a scenario, it's like, alright, Princess, we gotta torture you for information. Princess being the main character. Your torture today is fucking, y'all want some good bread? And when I say bread, I mean lovingly animated and cooked bread for 15 minutes. It is a very fun and very stupid show. Did I just use all my bones? I did use all my bones. I'm dumb. I was supposed to use that bones to send Sosagami to heaven so she could level us up.
Well, in Chitlin's anime news, I've decided that I want to watch Ghost in the Shell. So...
I think the question is which one. Because, like, they're all good, but I'm curious what you want to watch.
I mean, like, I'm gonna start with the original movie and then watch Standalone Complex and all that other shit.
That's actually the way you should approach it. And they're all very good.
Yeah, the thing about the problem of watching a standalone complex is a lot of times it's just it's really good to the point where it's just that the other stuff is just hard to beat standalone complex.
Yeah, the Laughing Man scenario is incredibly smart and well thought out.
Like, I think I saw like a few like episodes like here and there back on like Adult Swim or something like that. And I remember liking the show. I just never actually like watched the whole thing or saw the movie or.
How many episodes is it per season? Festival, is it 26 or 52? It's 26, right?
52 is a lot of episodes.
Yeah, that's what I was realizing when I said that. But yeah, like, Sack and Second Gig are pretty good. You want to watch them like one then the other. Netflix has one that I think is pretty decent, but also it's incomplete because it's fucking Netflix.
It's also really it's ridiculous though.
What? Oh, I can get the eternally suffering soul of one of my viewers back from hell, because there's some systems we have to explain here, Chitlin. With the new Sext update came the Sin. Sin is a resource that you could use to get a lot of various benefits in the game, but if you harvest the Sin from someone 3 times, their soul is eternally damned. They become a mini-boss for you to fight in the dungeon, and when you beat them 3 times in the dungeon, they're just gone forever. But now I could get them back from hell.
Kuo, I have seen the Scarlett Johansson version, believe it or not.
There's a Scarlett Johansson version of Ghost in the Shell?
Oh, yeah.
May enter Purgatory once a day. When in Purgatory, time will pause at your cult. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, the Scarlett Johansson version caused a lot of drama on the Twitters. Because, you know... They replaced the Japanese character with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, when I'm doing this, things are just paused. Okay. Resummon. I hate swords. I will waste money if I see a sword. God tier fragment. What?
Why don't you like swords? They're like...
I don't like the moveset, personally. Like, there's nothing wrong with swords, it's just I'm not a fan of their moveset. So, man, I'm gonna fucking lose this challenge mode, aren't I?
You got this.
Don't mind me just killing birds. And I want to like the hammer a lot. Like, I like gigantic number on attack. But man, is it easy to get hit with the hammer.
That's the price you pay for the slow weapon, you know?
Yeah. There's a catharsis for watching that HP bar go down, but I have to pay for it with skill and blood.
Yeah, that's no good. Hate games that require skill.
God, I'm glad that I don't think you were around for this one, Shitlin, but we played a game called Asta Libra a while back, and that is a game where you could just get comically overpowered if you're willing to put in the effort. And I'm glad that the DLC is coming out for it, because I miss just, like, going into a room, swinging my weapon once, and watching everything in the room fucking die. Like, that was peak. Asta Libra is a game that I also don't know if you'll like, Chitlin, because A, it's very high concept, and B, it's fucking butt ugly at times.
It's essentially a PC 98 game for the modern era.
But that plot was awesome. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. Real life version is decent-ish to the vibe of anime. Oh, are we talking about Ghost in the Shell again? I've never seen the live action.
I mean, it's not.
Live action with Scarlett Johansson as the major. They put a Japanese woman's brain in the white woman's body.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're trying to do, what's it called, Altered Carbon. Because that was always a weird plot beat, like in the book of Altered Carbon, let alone the actual live-action showing. In a world of, in a world where you could be sleeved into, you could take any personality and sleeve them into any body, somebody thought, I'm gonna take this tactical guerrilla warfare... Korean man was no, Takeshi was Japanese. And put him in a Russian?
I don't see how that would get you an advantage.
I don't either. Because this was a thing in the book too, is that, like, the entire point of it is, like, whoever wanted to use Takeshi's, like, guerrilla warfare to his advantage wanted to prove a point to Takeshi, and that, like, I own you, I could do whatever I want you to use, so here's a body that is entirely foreign to you. It's a power play. But it's still really weird.
But... What? What does it matter that he doesn't have his body? That's not what guerrilla warfare is about.
It's a matter of, you know, a power play by the people that hired him. The rich hired him, so they're just like, I need to let him know that I control his very existence.
Uh-huh.
Did I say beat Takeshi?
I mean, I don't think you did.
Okay. But, like, the thing about it, I should, you know, be honest about this, is that the main character's name is, if I remember right, Takeshi Chovak? So there is a precedent for him being Russian of sorts. But, like, the book and the show all are heavy to admit, that dude looked Asian as heck. And then you are given this Russian man, and I'm just like, what? What is my magic? I never fucking use my magic. Which is weird, because, like, Altered Carbon is still a very good plot, it's just a very bizarre decision.
I never tried watching the show or anything. I didn't even know it was a book, so.
Oh yeah, there was like a time in like the 2010s where I got an e-reader and I just wanted to read every cyberpunk like formative book out there. To, you know, justify the fact that I got an e-reader now. I'm gonna lose this run, who buddy? Axe is better. Altered Carbon goes somewhere because I quit the show over the writing. There was some stuff that was a little stuff. I like the fact that one of the characters is AI Edgar Allan Poe. Like, going back to AI, that's one of the shows that makes you really hopeful for AI, because you get one of your partners being AI snarky Edgar Allan Poe, and it's pretty good, honestly. Like, and I can see why people would want to romanticize AI, because, like, if that's the future of AI, that's pretty dope, but, like, not accepting the reality of it is the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Another book that I read that I actually kind of wish was would become a show is Accelerando, because who, buddy, does that show get really high concept? Because it covers like the rapid advancement of technology, so you get things like outliving your great-great-grandkids, becoming a weird AI reference for your future generations. Exploring place by downloading your personality onto a solid-state drive the size of, well, this was an 80s book, so the size of, like, a can of beans. Your AI self and your real self getting into fights over who is actually the right person to reference for a scenario. Hollowing out the earth for all its materials because, you know, you want to convert dumb material into smart material, according to the book. Turning all of Jupiter into a supercomputer as a result. Like, man, Accelerando was fascinating. Wanting to live out the rest of your days with your beloved one as an AI programmer, not being able to because you owe money.
Well, that's just the future that's coming.
Yep.
So.
It's just a lot of fun things to think about. Even though the story gets kind of disjointed at times because, you know, the problem with ruining, you know, the real self and the AI self and the future generations of self is that it gets really fucking confusing about what plotline you're following. But Accelerando was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like I need to read Cyberpunk stuff now.
Yeah, I saw you getting into Cloudpunk. Oh, I'm dead. And like, Cloudpunk's really cool, but I've also, like, never seen anything about it.
I don't know why. It's like really well written. Like it's just like fun to fly around with your hover car. I don't know why people aren't talking about this game. It's great.
Which one's Neuromancer? Oh, go ahead.
You have an AI in your car. That's your dog. And
oh, hell yeah.
It's great. I love Cloudpunk. I didn't play the DLC. I got the DLC. I didn't play it.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, chat. Kinda didn't like Snow Crash, personally. Mainly because, like, the main character was such fucking masturbatory bullshit that I hated it.
Snow Crash is the one with hero protagonist, right?
Yes!
Yeah,
and he is so cool. He's the coolest. Like, hero protagonist is as bad as Hiro Yui in Gundam Wing. Or
that's not possible. No, you take that back.
Or as bad as, like, Yu Narukami in fucking Persona 4. Pro tip, I'm pretty sure Narukami means protagonist in Japanese.
Oh, cool.
I might be wrong, and if I am, well, good on Persona 4 for not falling for the trap that Hiro Yui fell into. Fucking name Hiro Yui is incredible. Oh, Shujinko. Okay, I am wrong. Does Narukami mean anything then? Ah, a follower. What wonders await?
So the main character of Mortal Kombat Armageddon story mode was named Shujinko.
Ah, well that's... I'm gonna be the asshole here. I kind of expect that from fucking Activision.
That was Midway, buddy.
Oh, Midway, you're right.
Yeah. Oh! No, actually, Kuo was right. It was a deception, not Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry for messing up the Mortal Kombat lore.
What was Neuromancer? Because I remember reading that, but I don't remember reading that. Well, I don't remember, like, the plot of that. remember thinking it was cool when I read it, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember the author also doing Cryptonomicon, I think it was. It was basically a gigantic story about cryptology, like ciphers and shit, and I thought that was really fascinating, even though the ending was super fucking abrupt. That's the one thing I remember, is that the guy that did Neuromancer and Cryptonomicon really sucks at making endings.
I mean, endings are hard. It's just like,
I don't know, my good buddy fucking Clive Cussler was really good at ending all of his 7 different mythoses revolving around the history of naval development and warfare.
God.
I have a weird appreciation for fucking Clive Cussler. Like the man's books were very staunchly like pro-American stuff, but also like he was very fascinated about the history of like maritime like development and would do everything in his power to like work on the preservation of all that stuff, even so far as turning his fantasy like organization for the preservation of maritime history into a real one, which has found many lost wreckages of boats over the years. Like, the man has done a lot of good things. But also, he named his kid after his most popular protagonist. When I heard that his son was taking over and I learned his name was based on his, like, popular OC, I fucking lost my mind.
Jesus Christ.
But also, the Oregon Files are so cool! And even though it's not technically correct, I can only imagine the main character, Juan Cabrillo, as being Ash Williams. I say Ash Williams because I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head.
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. It's not the case! Because, like, Juan Cabrillo is supposed to be a Mexican of, like, Spanish descent and from California. But all I can think of him being is Bruce Campbell because he has a bunch of stupid one-liners.
Clive Cussler, he was the guy who wrote the book that eventually became the movie Sahara.
Yes! That's how I learned about Clive Cussler.
Okay,
Because
alright.
I'll say this. I love this movie Sahara with all of my heart. But mainly because Steve Zahn plays the second fiddle really good and fucking the main character kind of sucks. the actor changes the shows but the main character sucks. And the movie's kind of trash, but it's that like action garbage that I love with all of my heart. But like that introduced me to the series of books, and the books are like the book Sahara is actually really good. Also, they cover a lot of like very, very dark stuff that they couldn't get in the book. Because, ooh, buddy, that would give it a very mature rating. But then also I got to the Oregon Files, and the Oregon Files is really fun. Yeah, like Koji on the head.
Look, I'm sorry, Chad. I have to throw Wang a bone. I know he loves Sahara. I know he loves to talk about Sahara.
I can only
bring up Sahara.
I can also only talk so much about it because like it's a topic that's been talked to death. But like it's such a fun, stupid movie.
It's a pretty good time.
It's so masturbatory for the main actor too.
It has a Matthew McConaughey joint. Oh man.
Oh, cool. This is neat. I can fix the people that menaced me so before. But also, I need to solve the staggering old issue that I should have done a while ago, honestly. Oh, right, I don't have bones. That's why I haven't solved the problem.
Kuo was at the premiere of Sahara.
Oh, I mean, I'm not shocked. You're like pretty deep in the movie industry. But that's really funny. Oh, man. See, I would be more jealous if you were there to, like, hang out with Steve Zahn, because I actually like that actor a lot.
I very rarely see him in stuff now. It's like...
I think he's gotten on in age, so he's kind of just, you know, quietly left the industry, but, like, he's been in, like, a variety of things. He's been in a lot of, like, TBS murder mysteries, such as, like, Psych and Monk.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. And he's just...
like the one movie I always think of when people talk about Steve Zahn, which isn't often, but it's Saving Silverman.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was like one of the main friends that kidnapped his buddy's girlfriend or something.
Yup. I know Steve Zahn was in something else I'm just kind of fucking blanking on. But like, man, he's such a fun actor because he's got that right level of neurotic. It's not like intense, but you can see him just like twitch a little bit when something is said that he just doesn't quite agree with. Also, I would argue the best scene in Sahara ever is when they start talking about doing the Panama, which just ultimately becomes like, blow up my boss's boat to stop someone from killing me.
We need to have a movie night and watch Sahara. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I should do sometime in the server, is like do movie nights of all the garbage movies that I like and not a lot of people do. Like, one of them is definitely going to be Samurai Cop, and I know that's a bad movie, but it is... Samurai Cop's fascinating!
I've heard so much about it, I've never seen it.
The next missionary can't fail thanks to Twitch chat. Interesting, so...
Glock is English for American gun.
Oh my god. That's such a bad movie. Like, here's some trivia for you about Samurai Cop, Shitlin. They had to redo a lot of takes, but they redid them, like, months later. So oftentimes you'll see Joe Samurai just have abruptly long and short hair randomly throughout the movie. And also times of day within the same scene they're in will just abruptly change time of day. Like, it'll go from night to day to night again, just out of fucking nowhere because they had to redo it. It is a fascinatingly bad game, and when I heard that there was a Kickstarter for Samurai Cop 2, I was like, oh, you guys don't get the point, do you?
Yeah. Can't make something intentionally bad.
Yeah, it was definitely like they were trying to ride the wave of the meme popularity without realizing that we are laughing at you, not with you.
Right.
Same thing with, fucking, what's it called? The Room? Didn't they try to do something with The Room?
Yeah, I heard they were doing something with The Room, like they were remaking it with like A-list actors, and it's like,
y'all don't get the point of why that people laugh at that movie, do you?
Right? Yeah.
It's like trying to make a sequel to Neil Breen's seminal hit, Twisted Pair.
People are gonna die of old and the cult's gonna yell at me over this, but I need to fucking do some stuff. I need to play a video game. I'm trying to think of like other bad movies that I just kind of intrinsically appreciate. I have a weird fascination with the movie, if I remember right, it was Sausage Party?
Why?
It was a fascination more than anything of how could something so woefully bad have existed and finished and like actually be released to the public. Oh no, I don't know if this is a bad movie or not, but there is a horror movie called Tire about a possessed murderous tire.
I'm thinking of Rubber, sir.
Rubber, that's it. And it is so dumb and so good.
It's a
Rubber's
movie
so
about...
fucking stupid. I watched it on a road trip.
The tire doesn't even run over people. Like, the tire is psychic and blows people up with its tire mind.
No, I think the scene that made me think this movie is art, this movie is so good, is that somebody suspected the tire of being an awful murderer. So what does the tire do to draw suspicion? It floats in the pool unsuspectingly and gets away with it. And I lost my mind.
I really like how they dealt with the tire though. It was like really it was like completely stupid.
Well, what did they do again? I don't remember the ending at all.
Neither do I.
the guy just walks in with a shotgun, shoots it, and just kills it.
God, was Rubber actually brilliant?
I think it was.
He just fucking shoots the dragon heads and walks into the freaking building with the motel room and tires in and just shoots it. And just carries it out dead.
See, that's the thing. Tires in that realm of like Tremors, where it's like you're trying to be a horror movie, but you're not, and it still works.
I mean, I don't think Rubber was ever meant to be taken seriously. It was pretty much a...
Well, when I say like serious as horror movie, like they
And then the horror movie sequels thing kind of thing where it's like, oh, guess what? There's more tires.
Oh man, I'm glad that Tire got a sequel. I don't know if it's any good, but like
I don't think it got it was the sequel hooks thing at the end.
oh, right, you're right.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh no, yes, we finally killed the murderer. And at the end, it's like, oh, the hand pops up out of the ground. He's still alive.
Oh, Rubber is such a weird movie that I find genuinely fascinating. I'll also say this as like a weird thing, as like nothing really like thought-provoking or anything. It's just something I think about when thinking about bad movies. I got to watch a showing of Terminator 4, and I didn't think it was as bad as people were making out to be. It was just a fun return to form, and I thought it was all right.
Which one's Terminator 4?
The one like done like several years after Arnold became the Governator. Like he looks really old. Like he looks appropriately old in that.
Oh, you're talking about Genesis?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
I got to see an early showing of that, and I thought it was alright, but like maybe I was being positive for it because I got to watch it for free. Like I imagine if people had to pay for that, they might have some things to say about it. Dark
maybe.
Fate. Is it Dark Fate? I don't know.
No, because Dark Fate's the one with where they tried to.
What the hell hit me?
Oh yeah. Because Dark Fate's the one where they brought back Sarah Connor after they kill off John Connor, and then she has to team up with the Terminator who killed her son, which is stupid. Because he was like a drape salesman or something after he completed his mission.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know much.
That's a stupid movie.
Admittedly, I don't know much about Terminator, so that's maybe why my thoughts on fucking 4 were a bit more positive. Man.
What if it's not stupider? It's like it's reboot Terminator, but it's just increasingly we're going further back in time to kill Sarah Connor, or
we're gonna go back to the 1600s to kill Sarah Connor.
Yeah,
they
go back to the freaking Victorian era to kill Sarah Connor's great grandmother.
And they fail every time.
And the twist is that the 1600s magic actually existed, so they just used fucking pagan sorcery to kill the Terminator. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, by the way, I bought clothes for my cultists. And now I'm gonna buy a cultist.
Cool.
Nah, if we're gonna do that festival, we gotta go to the logical truth. We gotta go to 65 million BC to kill the origin of man. But the Terminator fails because fire is strong. Or, I don't know, a dinosaur eats it.
Terminator goes back in time to kill Eve.
What is the catch with this cultist? Why is it free? Well, let's see what you are.
A T-100 goes up against the K-Man. K-Man just clubs it over the head.
Drags it back to his lair.
Me eat metal man. And then
that's an episode. Highway. That's an episode of Nexus Laboratory. But other than that, it's like, you try to eat a robot chicken, it didn't work. But it's obviously that's what kickstarts the Iron Age. Melts him down.
God, now I'm just thinking about Tremors and how fucking the first two movies are so good. The third one's alright, and I like 4 way more than I should, because I like the origin story of Burt Gummer. The ending of Tremors 4 is fucking magical.
I don't think I've seen anything past the third movie.
Tremors 4 is a prequel set in the cowboy eras. And it is also the origin story of the Gummer family. And do you care about spoilers for that, Chitlin, or do you want to see that yourself based on my recommendation? Because I would highly recommend it.
Look, I've gone this long without seeing Tremors 4. I'm probably not going to see it of my own volition.
So, the thing about the original Gummer, like the first family line, is that he was an incredibly bureaucratic person that was kind of a dandy, a very fancy man that wasn't, you know, all about the life of, like, hardship and work. But throughout the series of Tremors, he learns to, like, you know, become a hard-working man and a man of the earth and the people. And then, you know, to celebrate them surviving the land dragons, as they were called in 4, the ancestor of what would be Burt Gummer's wife presents to the Gummer a treat. A heavy machine gun, a Gatling gun.
Alright.
And as he fires it off, you see the trademark smile slowly creep on his face as a psycho is born.
Oh no.
It's a very good movie. It's a shame that it was a Sci-Fi exclusive.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it.
Alright, I have yet to see 5 and 6. I hear they're not great, but like, Tremors is such a fun show because they, like, the first one was a flash-in-the-pan success, and then they realized, oh, we don't have to be horror, we just have to be fun with it.
Right.
And then they made Ass Blasters. Actually, I think 3 was the Sci-Fi exclusive now that I think about it. But I don't know if that makes sense because 3 was on Netflix.
Yeah, they could have sold it to Netflix. Probably didn't cost them much.
Probably, you're not wrong.
Speaking of bad movies that you inexplicably enjoy, has anyone ever seen Teeth?
No, but an old stream friend of the channel, Moody, from Australia, would not shut the fuck up about that show. Moody, I hope you're still out there watching. What the fuck, dude?
Of course, Koo is seen Teeth. I should have figured that one, but yeah.
Man, I'm playing like shit today. Who, buddy? Give me health, please. I'm dying. Really bold decision to make a movie where a vagina dentata is the central premise. So also, oh, go ahead.
But like at the end of the movie, she becomes like a vagina-based superhero. Goes about punishing evil men.
By biting their dick off with their vagina?
Yeah, that's
well, shit.
that's what it is. That's what the ending is, basically. She's the vagina vigilante.
Also, another movie that is a pretty good horror movie, because I know old stream viewer Charlotte Cumberbatch recommended it to me and showed it to me. And I liked it for kind of all the wrong reasons, but Suspiria was a pretty good movie.
Suspiria is great.
If only because I find it really funny that this horrifying like scenario where this lady is stuck in a ballerina school with like with horrible abusive teachers has the arbitrary rusty barbed wire and torture tools room that someone just falls into and dies because they keep moving and getting cut by the rusty equipment, and it's entirely their fault that they die. But this otherwise normal ballet school has the rusty barbed wire room, and
Yeah.
I was gone. I had just left the building. I had ascended.
Why did that room exist? I don't know.
It was just there, and it was so fucking funny.
Yeah, but like the barbed wire wasn't stored. It was just laid out on the ground for someone to fall into. Like sure, it was a storage room, but
Oh, god damn it. You know what?
wow,
I'll take this fucking offer.
you fucking died, man.
I can't kill Cool Jake, he's cool. Which of my darling children are gonna die for my cause? You know what? I'll get rid of the wrong conscious. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for coming to the stream. Become my flesh. Oh, this looks awful! I immediately hate doing that!
That's
What'd you get for being mad?
You just sacrifice your people and get another try at the boss.
You revive mid-fight, yeah. Because I was playing like dog shit that run. So his death is entirely my fault, and I accept that. But I'm a godling right now, so I just do whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly. There's always more followers.
God, I hate the witness fights. The witness fights suck because they're damage threshold and they will always get their fucking minion phase no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's.
Man, my aim is ass right now. What? I better not fuck this up. Oh, I think I'm gonna fuck this up because they put too many bosses here! They really did this, didn't they? They put two bosses in the boss? Oh, it's fine, I'll be able to revive them later with a couple bones, but like, this blows. Yup. I didn't think they could make that harder! Holy crap! Yeah, you can out-damage the thresholds, but you need to have one goddamn hell of a build to do so. I never built my fucking resource generators. I also never picked up my fish. But hey, I did the reward for Leshy, so that motherfucker should be happy, right? Where the hell's Leshy? Leshy, you motherfucker. Ooh, hey guys. Go to bed. No! Ishkabibble died! He had a 92% chance!
That's XCOM, baby.
Why does Ishkabibble keep dying? Fine, with the bones that these people provide, maybe I'll be able to get him back. At least I know I can trust Festivore to not die on what should be a fucking milk run. Now go to bed. I don't know why you, Festivore, my most trusted minion, don't know how to go to bed, but here we are. Oh, I know why. Possibly why. I actually don't know why. We got like a weird faith dunk. But I can fix this! I can fix this with the power of persuasion. You all don't hate me, you all actually love me! Dance for me! Also, sorry for bringing you out of bed, Jake. Go back to bed. I am slowly going insane playing this game. Raffle. Here's the raffle, chat. You really see what kind of monster you become when you play this game, Chitlin.
I already know what kind of monster I am.
If you have old people, do you pit them in, like, bum fights in order to see who will survive, and then the winner of the fight just gets offered up to a weird eldritch god so they can level up my minions so they can work better, and then after both of these people die, we just revive them again, because I own you! Work for me!
No, they mostly just get walled in their own homes until they slowly decompose and...
Ah, I see. Well, at least you don't abandon old people into the countryside because they become a burden on you.
I'm not interested in that whole revival thing, okay? Like...
Chitlin, with this cult, we have to use 120% of the buffalo. There is more to be had.
If the buffalo's passed on, I don't want anything to do with it.
But what if we could bring it back good as new? Make your dude, Chitlin.
What? Oh, I have a dude?
Yeah, you joined the raffle, right? So now you can make a dude.
Okay, create my follower, okay?
But yeah, like... God, playing Neo 2 is fascinating, because, like, learning about how there's, like, this awful culture of, grandmas become, like, a burden on us, so we had to just abandon her in the woods and not think about her. It's really depressing to think about.
Japanese yokai can get really whack.
Yeah. I like how you gave your follower a 5 o'clock shadow.
What else could I do?
Oh no! I didn't even look at your trait.
Oh no! Why am I in this shit? No.
Maybe I should have done it before I raffled it off. Work at the farm, buddy. We need food. Oh, we need so much food. Why is no one cooking? Oh, right, because I needed to look at my vegetable stock. We're gonna fail this quest, by the way, chat. And y'all, and the cult will be very mad at me.
Brainwash them.
Oh my god, you're right. I could do that, and I have an excess of mushrooms.
And they're all gonna start throwing up. Ooh, we're all sick.
Why are you so smart, Festivore? I could just brainwash my cult. Here we go. Welcome to the cult, Iron Chitlin. Here's your commemorative acid trip.
Look, as the only living Syndicate fan, I approve of mind control. Okay.
Oh wait, don't I have the trait where if I do this, some people will just immediately get sick?
50% chance of getting sick, yes.
Well, shit, we fucked up. What other things are on, like, working worship? No. I will never intimidate my cult. It really is funny how just, saccharine and approachable this game is, considering the awful, culture of, cults. Like, the Yakuza series makes it real fucking clear that cults are ass and should be abhorred.
I mean, a lot of things let you know that cults should be aboard.
Yeah, like, I mean, you don't need a wacky video game series to tell you that. Just look at, like, all the mass suicides.
Yeah. Wait, why did I tell you to go to sleep? Fuck.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Mass unalivings. There we go. Have to make sure you don't get hit by the algorithm.
Oh, too late, Freddy.
I fucking hate the internet nowadays.
It's because it's not the Wild West that we grew up with.
Yeah.
It's corporate.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's trying to make money instead of, being themselves.
I'll have you know, Chad, that at all times I am always myself on stream unless we're sponsored. Then my opinions are very obviously manipulated, and you should take that into consideration.
You're saying I can buy your opinion?
Oh, absolutely. With the predication of, I will say that my opinion has been manipulated.
Okay, but how much to pay you to not say that?
A lot.
Drive a hard bargain.
That's probably why I've never been sponsored, if I'm gonna be completely honest. This man is too much of a good noodle. We can't use him to manipulate sales of our game. To which I respond, we'll make a good video game. Square Enix does it once in a blue moon. That fucking Star Ocean 2 remake fucking whipped ass. I bought that shit, shitlin. You're not gonna be able to do this because you don't know the game as intimately, but I do, as I do. But Star Ocean 2 Remake is a game where the instant you get to the third town of the game, I can't say this for certain, but theoretically, you should be able to get to level 100 and max HP if you menu hard enough. Because there are systems in the new game that feed into themselves and allow you to crime so hard you can level yourself up with fake clout and have infinite money in the ultimate weapon.
But that's so early in the game, though.
Yes!
Star Ocean
aren't you ruining it for yourself?
No, the thing is, Star Ocean 2 originally had a thing where you can get horrifically overpowered.
If you know what to do.
Yeah, if you know what to do. Which is really funny, considering that you can do like millions of damage like out the gate, just kill bosses instantly. But there will be fights where you're not supposed to win. And so how they rectify that is by temporarily giving that boss more stats than you can deal with.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that this wasn't intended, but a consequence of what they did, because in Star Ocean, the big draw of the game is the skill system, where it is ostensibly a system that allows you to craft items for your use, but also can manipulate your stats as well. Like, the big one is, I think it was originally called Functionality, where it would give you 6 times the skills level in attack, defense, intelligence, HP, MP, all that stuff. Like, some skills are outstandingly good. In the original game, you would only get certain skills at certain times. Like, you would not get functionality in the original game until, like, the 8th town. That's how they balanced it originally. But in the remake, because I'm pretty sure Square Enix wanted to make something to cash in on the old fans of the game and whatnot, by the 3rd town you have every skill access to you. But that's not where it gets busted, because you're still limited by needing skill points. But because there are things to check off in video game development, they made an achievement system. And the achievement system has tangible in-game resources tied to it.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No! By doing this, they consequently made the game far more fascinating to play, because then it just feeds into itself, and you just craft to do more stuff, to do more stuff, to do more stuff, and oh! I've broken the game by Town 3!
Maybe breaking the game isn't what developers should intend for their players to do. I don't know.
I can see why you would say that. But like, you could still play the game well, and do this and like not have to interface with it, and like sure you'll get a little bit ahead, but it won't like be broken for you. But if you know what to do, if you've played the game before and know the systems, it feels like just a wonderful reward of having stuck with the series. And I just found that very fascinating. And I don't think it was intended at all. Or maybe it was, because I only recently learned that the company, Gemdrops, that made the remake, it's like 80% the old developers. Which means this design was intended in some capacity. But I feel like the ultimate power that you could achieve is accidental, which is just so interesting to me. It's that thought of Final Fantasy VIII where, like, I like the ability to do unforgivable things in the game if you understand the systems well enough. It feels like a reward to me. Because when you get balanced gameplay, you get fucking Darkest Dungeon 2, and I feel very upset about that.
That game's not balanced.
It's balanced in favor of like, beating the sweats, and that's not great. And now I made myself sad, because I still like a lot of the ideas of Darkest Dungeon 1, but who buddy, did they really huff the farce of the hyper-competent game players?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a trap of, like, early access, because you're only getting
biased input.
Yeah, you're getting the people who are the most, like, invested in your game, the most, what am I thinking of?
No. It's already beginning.
Yeah, you're getting the biggest fart suckers.
Yes.
Thank you, Divine Hero. So all your feedback during early access is limited to the people who are trying way too hard, you know?
And it's a crying shame. Were you there when we discussed like the biggest like failings of Darkest Dungeon 2?
Maybe, I don't know.
Basically, the long and short of it is that we were discussing like the antagonistic game design and how like the enemy is far more competent than you and has way more actions per capita, and those actions exist to deny your actions. I am convinced that they saw my LP and were fucking scared to death of it. Because a lot of the things that they could do are things I did in the LP.
Yeah. I mean, like we saw in the wake of your LP how they patched out the Jester's finale and how they changed other stuff like not being able to move the boatman.
Yeah. They really just got a lot of QA work done out of my LP, didn't they?
Yeah. So basically, I think what I'm trying to say is, Highwing, you made the game worse.
I sure did.
How could you?
I didn't think that would be the case. I didn't think my thing would be used as like a fucking game design document for, you know, sapping the fun out of a game. That's kind of mean. There's still some fun to be derived out of it. And a lot of stuff I did was very scumbag strats.
That's true.
But also, man, it just feels very targeted and very, like, surgical.
I genuinely feel, and this is not a joke, I think that Chris Barrasso watched your LP saw you dodge the cannon every single time and got pissed. Like, I genuinely believe this.
But they didn't take they didn't take the good name. We were watching the stream of them watching Highway stream it, and then try to turn the reeds from fighting the crocodile into actual monsters.
Well, that's because that's a fun idea and hilarious idea, and thus they couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
DD2 seems unfairly punishing. Yeah, like, I feel that when you play a video game, you should feel some sense of empowerment. That's why I like Star Ocean 2 Remake, because of my my commitment to the game, I get a sense of empowerment beyond what the game gives me. I liked Darkest Dungeon 1 initially because a lot of the stuff I did was empowering me for creativity and engaging in very dumb ideas. And then I go to Darkest Dungeon 2, and you're not allowed to have multiple characters, so you can't do Quad Dog. Jester is still bad.
Shame.
Jester is still bad. Bounty Hunter was always bad, but now they're bad that you have to pay for, which, by the way, fucking what?
That, like that right there is like the one design choice where I'm like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like everything else, I can see the reason behind why they may have done something they did. I may not agree with it, but the bounty hunter being this, random one region hireable. Why?
Yeah. Conversely, I know we were talking about this like last time we were here stream, but like Project Moon is a very strange entity in that they're a team of literary majors, so they do a lot of like dumb references, but also I feel like they are a game company of sweats, because they will make content for their game and it'll be the most ball-bustingly difficult thing ever, and people will still beat it, but then the day rolls around, they go, oh, maybe we did kind of overtune that boss. Maybe we should turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, game testing is tough when you're a company comprised of 4 people that just got out of college.
Right.
Now 22, right. Because, they're a developing company, and I'm glad that they're succeeding. But it's just very funny to see, oh yeah, sorry, we may have made that boss a little bit of a fucking pain in the ass. But also, they won't balance things. They won't take away from you, because the most powerful character in the game is Heathcliff as a identity where he has a gun and has a skill called Quick Suppression that you point that skill at someone, and 9 times out of 10 they will die horrifically. But they never nerf that character. That character is still, in terms of tier charts, because people like the tier charts, that character is still considered triple S. But they will do nefarious things to design around it. Such as, hey man, how about we have an attack that all your dice rolls are shit? That gun's not as good anymore, is it? And I kind of like that. It's technically antagonistic design, but in other scenarios, that character is still good. But, go back to, fucking Darkest Dungeon 2, where the Jester was initially mediocre, then they buffed Finale, and for the briefest moment in this LP that is just shined on for eternity, I am an immortal phantom on the internet that utilizes the Jester to almost comical degrees, and that record is there forever. The Jester was amazing. The best DPS with some good support abilities, but incredibly risky, because people could still target him and blow him away to Kingdom Come if you use the strat.
Mm-hmm.
Then not only do they nerf it to the ground to being a functionally worthless method, they give him a special boy mechanic to try to make him oh, we didn't nerf him, we just made him you can still do this, you just have to take 9 turns to build this up.
Yeah, and meanwhile, point blank shot is just, you can do that every other turn.
I feel like they nerfed point blank shot in Darkest Dungeon 2, it's not as good.
No, it's not.
And then they just struggled so hard to make Finale quote-unquote as good without, having the balls to say, yeah, we fucked up, here's Finale back. No, I know how they could have balanced finale. Thinking about it.
Oh shit.
What?
I'm interested to hear.
I'm shocked
amateur
that
game designer Highline.
because the reason why finale was powerful because like it was balanced by the debuff, but you could cure it with the herbs.
Right.
So why not just take the ability to do that? Like the herbs can't cure finale's debuff. That's it.
No, obviously finale means for true finale, where it does proportional damage to how high low, how much what you put into the gesture. Because what finale does is that the gesture explodes.
Just instantly dies. Yeah, that'd be funny. Or just a better way, if they were so scared of it being first turn finale, why not just give finale a startup time? Well, I mean, that's what they tried to do, but they made it 9 fucking turns. Why not just make it you can't do it on the first turn? Because then it does what it does. It finales the match. That way they could have their cake and eat it too, because the finale is supposed to be like, pop into the front, slam, pop into the back. Instead of just, start in front, pop to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's probably not the best game design decision because, they probably thought of that and just realized they couldn't do that. But, like, fucking, it's better than having a Jester take 9 turns what a Crusader can do in 2. Like, I've gotten into arguments with fucking Jadestar over this so many times that he is insistent that a fight in Darkest Dungeon is longer than 3 turns, and I vehemently disagree.
I mean, unless it's a boss fight, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, like, those fights go by real quick if you know what you're doing in one.
Right, yeah.
So having a system that is triple the turn of an average fight in Darkest Dungeon is fucking maddening.
I mean, occasionally you might get, like, longer fights with, like, the tougher enemies, like the giant in the forest and the ghoul and stuff like that.
But, like...
Might not be able to kill them in 3 turns.
But designing a character...
screwed over by the slimes that just keep multiplying like bastards.
But designing a character around those niche scenarios instead of just making, like... the build useful in 80% of scenarios is not good design, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so.
Because then it becomes, why would I ever use this, rather than why haven't I been using this?
Right.
Like, that is something I feel like, a game should have, is, like, a point where you eventually say, why the fuck haven't I been using this skill? For example, Nioh 2 is something we've been playing, and that's why I keep going back to it. I've had, like, some ups and downs with the decisions they made with the game, but also, like, 80 hours into the game, the innocuous smoke bomb, I looked at it and thought, why the fuck haven't I been using this? For reference, smoke bomb is an item that makes you invisible for, like, 5 seconds, and I mean completely, where you could fire a matchlock rifle 8 times and no one will detect you, even if they're point blank? And I just sat there like, this thing rules. Why haven't I been using that? And I don't see a lot of games have that nowadays. Where something is like subtly designed but incredibly good. I should be able to leave without anybody fucking dying.
Like I don't know, like I recently played a game called Satellite Rain, which I've talked about in the
I heard about this.
It's fucking incredible. I love the game. But it has so many weapons and pieces of gear that I don't know what most of them do, because they're like all highly situational stuff that I don't want to give a gear slot to take, rather than, I could have another minigun, why would I take this?
So like there's a lot of options, but there's one option that's just so generically good that like, why would you ever
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and so like I kind of feel like that's a failure of the game designers for not, pushing me to explore the other options instead of the ones I know work,
Yeah. Oh, Okay.
Oh,
I have to
resurrected.
I have to sacrifice a follower to continue?
Well,
Well, which one of them is not a Twitch viewer? I could just sacrifice Torpo's awful child. I think Torpo would appreciate that, because he just kept complaining about how his kid is ugly and hates him. Well, later, buddy.
kid is 24 years old. That's old enough to die.
Wow. That's so fucked up. Well, it's time to raise some kids to sacrifice to the gates. It's weird because, like, I know why they're doing this, but I'm also just like, man, I feel bad for the Twitch viewer that's just never gonna revive anymore. Like, they are not dead, they are a tribute.
I love being tribute.
Hey, what's up, Fish? Where the
Hey, Wang.
fuck
What's
is
up?
where the fuck is your icon? We've been kind of in like a fever dream of just talking about random odds and ends since, like, you know, New Game Plus is just lap 2, so we're just like shooting the shit at this point.
To be expected.
As like the longer time goes on in this here internet machine, the more I just want to start a podcast, and that's all I want to do.
I thought you were gonna say go in the woods and live life as a hermit.
No, I'll never do that.
That feels like Chitlin from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's old.
And then Shitlin found hope and love and is like a better person now because of it.
No, I think Chitlin was like moved to Utah and I was like, wow, fuck this.
It still baffles me that Chitlin is actually incredibly nearby to me and I just haven't thought to stop by and say hi. But also, if you understand me, Chitlin, it's Utah.
Dude, I haven't lived in Utah in...
Oh, right. Where do you live now? Well, I understand if you don't want to say it, but like...
somewhere in the state of Arizona.
Okay.
So it's actually closer.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I should still be compelled to say hi, then. For all the fucking help you did with me on that godforsaken LP that still gives me nightmares to this day, I should stop by and say thanks. Maybe cook a meal for you or something.
If Howard comes into your home and cooks you a meal, remember that he might leave your stove on.
That's a very real problem that could occur, yeah.
Wang just comes into your home, cooks you a meal, leaves.
It's like a weird cryptid.
He also
So,
never took the skull mask off.
So I don't know if anyone in the chat knows about this, or even if Highwang remembers this, but during the Darkest Dungeon LP, we had like this running thing where at the end of the LP we were gonna meet up in Vegas and just punch each other in the face.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Well, it's easy to forget across not 69 episodes. I'm so sorry.
Right? Yeah.
God, what did I cop out that series at?
I think it was like 61 or 62 episodes.
Yeah. I think I mainly didn't want to do that, like, stagger it out to 69 because at the time Giop did it with a Wind Waker, and I felt like I would just be, you know, it would be a stop copies me moment.
To be fair, they also kind of didn't because it was like 69.5 or whatever they ended on.
I felt like conceptually it would have been the same as, like, trying to reach the fabled sex number that was the big meme at the time.
I think it's still the same meme.
I still am glad that I got the fucking, video game meme crew on for that one episode. And y'all got your fucking blood tribute.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good episode.
That episode was the nightmare to edit, because it was like fucking 8 audio channels or some shit. God damn.
Jesus.
You guys suck, by the way.
Hey, I always sent you good audio.
You
okay?
did. But, like...
It's not my fault everyone else sucks.
No,
Okay.
it was a merit of I had to edit 8 audio channels where we were all hooting and hollering, and thus, there's a lot of peaked audio.
Yeah.
I don't regret that LP, but I still have nightmares about it. Yeehaw.
Yeah, Beowulf, that was the one where the Full Spectrum Warrior crew joined, for 2 episodes, I think it was?
Yes, it was a batch of 2 episodes because there was a death involved, and I knew you all would fucking love that.
Yeah, also, I think, I don't remember exactly, I think it was episode 50, and it somehow landed on being the town invasion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that episode didn't get fucking Content ID claim, because I used Mario music for that thing, and it's still, to this day, not been caught.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the recap episode because I did like 8 weeks before the town invasion. So it was just doing content all over again for the sake of content. And I think
must not have watched the recap.
it was, I think it was because it was Mario 2 music and no one wants to acknowledge that game's existence.
Is it sad that I still think Full Spectrum Warrior is the best LP I've ever done?
No! There are just some things that you do that you think is like the best thing ever. Like, God, what would I think that I would think is like the best LP I've ever done? Honestly, probably the Oniken Odalis games, because they were like 4-episode LPs, so they were like super quick and very fun, and it also promotes a video game series that from developers I honestly think would do great with the exposure. But that's, you know, artistic integrity in that. But like, you might consider that one the best LP. Oh, rad. But you might consider that the best LP because you had the most fun doing it. It was like the least stressful. It was no obligations. It was something you wanted to do, and you found it like personally fulfilling, despite what other people say, drunkenly under a table.
I mean, I was literally drunk for the back half of that LP, so like that's fine.
So I hear, but like, if you think if you feel gratified doing it and you still enjoy it to this day, good on you.
I just thought it was like the one LP that was like genuinely funny all the way throughout. So
Yeah.
You mean you didn't think your Let's Play of Family Guy was funny all the way throughout?
Damn.
believe it or not, no. I thought that had some dips in quality.
I will say this, I think if we're talking about like favorite LPs or best moments in LPs, bar none, when Travis invited me to do like a couple episodes of Skies of Arcadia, including the ending, I think the last episode was probably like the funniest I've ever been in an LP. Because admittedly, I didn't know much about the games, but I was keeping up with them because they were fun. So,
Yeah.
like, I was able to just keep up with some of the jokes and just, you know, strike when the iron was hot. But, like, if we're talking about just, you know, LP projects like... Fucking, what is it? La Mulana was my first actual LP and probably the most effort that I put into it. And still feels like the best thing I've ever produced ever.
Wait, that was more effort than fucking Darkest Dungeon?
Darkest Dungeon is a weird one. In that while it was technically supposed to be a strategy guide until I realized that they're gonna, you know, counter-develop strats and just all my effort out the fucking window after 8 months of work.
Thanks, Red Hook.
Darkest Dungeon ultimately became like, all the strategies are done. We have 2 more loops to cover.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of took our mask off and kind of shitpost for about 60% of the LP. Meanwhile, La Mulana was like, I love this game. I want you to know why I love this game. And also, here's some funny trivia to go with it. Also, yes, the area, the puzzle to get to the spring in the sky is fucking dumb, I know. I gotta learn my lesson about the fucking hammer. I can't keep doing this. I will say probably my weirdly cursed LP, thinking back on it, is Hollow Knight? Because at some point, Hollow Knight just got, like, a big fandom because other big-name LPers played it, and it got way more popular. And since I was the first one to do it, SEO is kind of hooked at the hip with that LP. And for some odd reason, the appendix for doing one specific collectible, everybody, once a week, to this day, still gets mad that I don't show the exact locations of where to get these collectibles. Even though there's a fucking item in the game that tells you where to get these collectibles, and I only made that appendix video to show that I did everything in that game ever.
Oh my fucking god, you're not kidding. Everything's like hovering, 2.9, 3k views, fucking... Hollow Knight appendix videos, Dream Trees, 72,000.
Yeah, I don't know why that video has so many videos, but every week, without fail, one comment of this video sucks, it doesn't tell you where to go.
Probably because it like pops up really high for people just look up Hollow Knight Dream Trees.
True, that was a painfully generic title now that I think about it. There was one comment, though, recently that threw me for a loop where it was a positive comment, and I just sat there gobsmacked for like a solid minute. I just sat there like, what? People on the internet could be nice? Hello? There's also another game that, kind of suffered from iterative design, but not in terms of, like, antagonistic design. Well, that's really hard to say, because I made that LP when the first DLC was out, and then it got, like, 3 more. And, that would make an LP out of date. But also the difficulty of the game got harder and harder and harder at each DLC that came out, and I was like, man, this isn't why I like the game. I like the game because it looked cute.
Okay, but when are you gonna play the Hollow Knight randomizer?
Randomizers are something that I intrinsically am afraid of, because I'm afraid of falling into a rut. Because, like,
rut meeting.
just doing something, being popular for something, and only ever doing it, and if you try to do anything else, people just fucking bounce. Because that is a thing I have seen a lot of other more popular people for Project Moon games stream. They do their streams, they get popular, they get like fucking 70, 80, 150 viewers on that. And then they try literally anything else and get 2 viewers.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I never try to stick to one thing. In fact, me coming back to Cult of the Lamb is like a fucking thing I never thought I'd do, because like, I'm done with the game. I did it. I had my fun. But then I'm like, oh, this game's gotten more content. I'll come back to it, whatever. But like, I've had people ask me, like, why don't you do more Darkest Dungeon? Why don't you do La Mulana randomizers? Why don't you do, like, X randomizers? I just kind of, like, fall into a rut at that point. Like,
Yeah.
for an example, and God, I really fucking hope that he doesn't see this, because I would feel so bad for making this comparison. But I have to, like, post this observation, because it is fascinating to me. Diabetes is a really cool dude. Y'all know this. Fucking sure. one of the two fucking standing legs of Retrocray and, LPs as a whole.
Rest in peace, Retrocray.
Honestly, in some regards for the better, but, that's another topic entirely. But
Sure.
Diabetes spends his weekends playing Link to the Past randomizers. He gets upwards of 200, 300, 500 viewers, depending on, like, circumstances. It is a fucking, like, wonder of entertainment. But recently he tried to do, what was it? Ace Attorney? Average 60 to 70 viewers.
Ooh.
Like...
Okay, well, okay, so Wag, I'm gonna say, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
And if you have a counter-argument, go ahead, because, we're all adults here.
Well, I don't necessarily have a counter argument. I have another point of view for you specifically.
Yeah.
in that I think you have done so much over these last few years, like so much different stuff that I don't think anyone would ever like pigeonhole you into one thing.
Yeah.
Like, you have your viewers that show up pretty much regardless of what you're streaming, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the real ones.
And you also definitely have viewers who have showed up for, like, you know,
Now, if you
a
were to
specific
get
genre
into
of game.
if you wanted to get into a real good randomizer streamer, there's obviously the Elder Scrolls of Oblivion randomizer.
No, thank you, Festivore. I'm good. But, like, I think my biggest fear is that I would get popular out of nowhere and not know why. Because, like, I've seen that happen to a lot of specifically Project Moon fans, which is kind of a tragedy. Because, like, some of those people are really cool, and I'm glad that they got some, like, you know, got some hype out of that. But, like, the fact that they had like such a aggressive decay rate was very tragic. But like that's why I always try to like keep on like a foot, on like, you know, keep doing different things, keep myself, you know, like versatile, uncomfortable, always at odds with myself. That way, you know, there's something always interesting to do, and I'm never like doing the same thing over and over again. Like back when we were doing like Darkest Dungeon Podcast Run 5, I was really falling into a rut there. But that was also back when I was sitting there like, maybe I can get partner?
Yeah.
Nah. Like, if I get there, awesome. But, like, I wanted to get there organically rather than, like, doing the fucking, like, show and pony thing of just, hey, this works, hey, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because, like, I fear randomizers would cause that problem, but also, like, if I were to do a randomizer, I think it would be La Mulana, because I would love to test my knowledge of that game.
It's been quite a while since you played it, hasn't it?
It's also not really a game that you would, like, do multiple times, because at its core, La Mulana is a fucking puzzle game. A puzzle game with really good gameplay, mind you. But it's still a puzzle game.
You gotta understand that when all the test your knowledge is all you need is Caltrops.
It's true. You are completely right, Festivore. Caltrops are the most goddamn useful thing in La Mulana 1.
So, I'm sorry to bring this to the game. Is there a reason you smash the rocks every time you're done with a fight?
There could be stuff in them. It's the fucking Isaac rules.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, Cult of the Lamb is very ostensibly, like, got inspiration from Binding of Isaac, but they learned the right rules from that game. One of the big ones being, don't be aggressive to your players. Hey, fucking right. Like, I'm sorry to keep pausing and do this. Goddamn, Edward McMillan is like the fucking poster child of antagonistic game design.
Oh, he's a dick.
Jesus fucking Christ. Isaac went from being a moderately interesting game to sucking ass.
Yeah.
I think my favorite story is fucking like was it Anti-Birth? Where it was just like fucking these super massive huge fans of Isaac, and then like fucking was it Rebirth that came out? And they were just like, wow, this sucks shit so much, I'm going to devote all this time to making a mod to reverse how bad it sucks.
I think that might have been Afterbirth, yeah. Wow, I'm dead? I thought I had a full heart left. Well, sorry, Oozworm, but I gotta fucking kill ya.
That's everything he's done for you.
Did anybody see, like, the health there? Was I at a full heart before he just annihilated my soul, or was I miscounting?
I mean, your health dropped very fast. That's all I know.
Well, I kept making a lot of mistakes, but I was sure I had one heart left.
Also, Wang, you know, if you want to keep, you know, pushing yourself and being uncomfortable.
Okay, devil.
Ninja Gaiden's right there, man.
If I were... I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. This is insane. If I were 5 years younger, maybe. But who... maybe it's just because of Sekiro, but I've like come to like look at like very hard action games and sit there like, man, I'm not as young as I used to be. It's really fucking difficult to keep up with intense games.
I mean, like I played all of the DMC games. I wasn't good at any of them, but I got through them. like no one's asking you to be perfect.
That's fair. And those games really, by the way, chat, raffle up if you're not already in. But like, I don't know. I think it's mainly because of like, back when I used to be like a 4chan freak of nature. Ninja Gaiden was heralded as this fucking hard-ass game that only the hardest, of course, could beat, and that's just kind of in my brain.
No.
But like, I don't know if I should say this, because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not gonna say, because I feel like I just sound like a dick to you, man.
You see, Ninja Gaiden is a game for masters. You just be glad that like the most recent like iterations of the game are the easier versions of the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like, man, thinking about it, I've made some really fucking hard games on stream, haven't I?
Yeah.
Like La Mulana.
Because when I played,
Playing
I ever
hard
played.
games.
Yeah, me
Oh,
playing
hey,
the
Torpo.
the original release of Ninja Gaiden 2. I couldn't really, because I wasn't really good at the game, so I couldn't really get anywhere but playing it on easy.
Who the fuck is in chat that we haven't gotten already yet?
But what's up, Lang? What were you gonna say to me?
No, I was aimed at Chitlin because we're talking about Ninja Gaiden, so I didn't want to be like a dick, so I'm not gonna say it.
No, come on, say it, dude. Fucking own that shit.
Well,
Before that,
I guess I should say it then if you're okay with it.
Yeah,
If you beat Ninja Gaiden, I should be able to, shouldn't I?
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with that. I suck at games.
when has Chitlin like ever said? Actually, no. You've been getting the speedrunning. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah, huh?
I mean, speedrunning.
Who haven't I
Okay,
picked up yet?
I'm gonna tell you something about speedrunning. Speedrunning has nothing whatsoever to do with skill. It is about memorization.
That's
That
why.
is it.
That's why I did my one speedrun of La Mulana, got sub 3 hours, and I'm like, wow, I hate doing this because it just dilutes the game down to data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that otherwise, if you want to get any better, if you're going for any percent, then that's when the whole execution matters.
That's a goddamn nightmare, yeah.
Yeah, that's the fucking. You're looking at
See-
strategies and all that shit.
See, I'm gonna explain why I actually kind of enjoy the repetition of speedrunning. When I was much younger, I used to play piano. And
Yeah.
I enjoy just following along to the music someone else has written and trying to match as best I can, you know? And speedrunning is exactly that.
Can't believe Chitlin when he was young was speedrunning Beethoven.
That makes a lot of sense. Also, Wang,
Yeah.
if you want to be uncomfortable while streaming, you can always start streaming VR games.
Well, that would require a lot of money, and this is just a hobby.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I would almost recommend Wang upgrade his graphics card before even worrying about VR.
Yeah.
You gotta
Also,
start getting
man,
VR.
Ish, I thought you were gonna say you should start playing VNs, after which I would have recoiled in horror.
That would also be a
Fuck
great way to feel
no.
uncomfortable. That'd be
Yeah.
a fantastic way to feel uncomfortable.
Hey, Chad, are you ready for my next playthrough of Fate Stay Night?
Oh, come on. That's like not even the worst, unless you're doing the original translation.
That's what I was thinking of, but also,
You could see the dick worms.
It's time for
Man,
a highway.
Dick worms, you say?
was Dickworms in
It's
Stay
time
Night?
for
I thought it
Highway
was in
Speed.
the other one. What's the one with
Heaven's Feel is
Heaven's
one of
Feel.
the routes.
Okay, all the routes
Because
are in.
there's the Fate route, there's the Unlimited Blade Works route, and then there's Heaven's Feel. Heaven's Feel has the penis worms.
Sorry, I activated Torpo's neurons, but I had to get to the point of the penis worms.
None of the
Torpo.
words you said,
Torpo.
Torpo, are in the Bible.
Torpo, I'm gonna need you to give it to me straight here.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about the penis worms.
They're worms shaped like penises. That's it. They're specifically okay. You know what? No,
I
I'm not
had
gonna get.
so much more in my head, and you let me down.
there's just a writhing mass of worms all shaped like penises, and they are part of like one of the worst written sex scenes I've ever had the misfortune of reading.
Damn.
Wait, so they're actually... Oh.
They are actually penis shaped. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I thought they were worms that came out of someone's penis.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I just thought they were worms
There's
that
other
just...
stuff for that.
I thought
Okay.
they were
Why
just
Howie
worms that
needs to get
coincidentally
into-
look like penises.
We have hit
This is what Howie-
critical mass, folks. Here we are.
This is why Highway needs to get into the good VN.
Oh,
It's
here
time
we-
for Highway to stream all of Umineko.
No.
Is that the one with like the weird nobles with the horrifying fucking faces?
Yeah. Yep,
Which
that's
one's-
Umedeko.
Which one's the one where it's like you get brain damage and then like you see some horrifying
Sayano
monster?
Oh, that's Sayano Uda.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I
the
like
thing is,
that you instantly fucking recognize that.
Oh, it's
you-
because
but
it's so
Highway-
recognizable.
Howie, you'll like Umineko because a lot of it is the main character.
It's a familiar
Dealing with a
name.
witch?
Hang on.
When They Cry is the other name for it.
It is this one! This is the one with the fucking horrifying faces. I know this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's great because because you'll like the main character battler because his whole thing for a lot of it is trying to explain to a witch that magic isn't real.
No, I like this guy
Adler
already.
is also fucking terrible, and it's great.
Well, the thing I know about that VN is that everyone is terrible. Everyone
Yes.
sucks. It's like a cult. Hey, I'm bringing it back. But yeah, like if,
I mean,
I think if I were
Wang's
to,
already
I think if I were to honest to God do a VN as in like, you know, a reactionary thing, like a TV show, it would probably be Umineko, or it would probably be Steins Gate, because I actually like that show.
I
You know,
really like Steins Gate. It also helped me through a bad time, which sounds weird to say.
No, like
But the thing is, Highway, you have to understand that Umineko is longer than the Bible.
well,
That's not hard though.
I know, like, remember, Dream of the Red Palace exists, Festivore. That is 4 times as big as the Bible. That's gonna be a chapter
Which
of
means
fucking
you should be reading the Bible.
I'm sure you can probably find a Bible VN if you look hard enough.
Yes, actually,
Reading
'cause
the Bible.
Oh,
The
also-
Bible is on Steam.
I'm also
it's
pretty
Red
sure
Chamber,
that-
not Palace.
Oh, Red Chamber. But, like, I'm pretty sure Chip and Ironicus did the Bible VN as part of, like, a bit for one of their LPs.
I'm just saying, Wang's done visual novels before.
Yeah, it's called Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Runa.
Well, I meant Zero Escape.
Oh, yeah, those are technically VNs, aren't they?
Those are just dead SVNs, yeah.
I always think of them as, like, puzzle games.
Wang,
They are VNs with puzzles to break up the visual novel bits.
What's up,
did you play that one Cyberpunk bartending game?
Yes, Valhalla, I
Valhalla.
did.
Okay, because that's like a VN, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I was like, the thing is that VN could be so like ubiquitous. Like I joked about fucking library.
Do you mean ambiguous?
No, ubiquitous. Like you could like qualify things as a VN alongside other things like Project Moon games, like
True.
PM games are mostly people talking and following a route with like a fight to break it up. That's
I mean,
that's ostensibly a VN, right?
That's my life then. My life is a visual novel.
yeah. I mean, functionally, Persona games are RPG mixed with a VN, so...
Yeah.
True. True story.
And yeah, probably that's not
All
the
I'm
best
saying is my
term,
life is
yeah.
one route, and it is broken up occasionally by fights.
Yeah, because the thing because with the
Oh, so your life was
relationships,
Yakuza game then?
Yeah, relationships, that's social links. It's all like Persona is just trying to chase a high that is Tokimeki Memorial.
Okay, hang on. I know that game name, but I don't remember why. Toki.
It is one of the quintessential fucking
Oh,
high
this
school-
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like the
Yeah.
VN almost.
Yeah, it's not the original, but it is fucking huge.
It is something that would start the DNA of something. Yeah, I get
There
you.
was a guy who made a long ass, like an hours long video of him trying to get basically the one girl.
Wasn't there like an entire fucking like anthology LP on SA at one point of someone playing through all the Tokimeki games or something?
That sounds like something a goon would do.
Yeah.
Anthology playthroughs are so very bizarre because, like, it's a lot of work, but it's a very fascinating thing to do, which is why, like, the fucking Tales game streams existed, because that is also something I was very passionate enough to do, even though it wasn't a VN. And I put a lot of goddamn effort into that.
Man, no. Tokimeki Memorial was fucking gargantuan. And profoundly influential.
It still is.
Unfortunately.
They're just releasing a new game. They're releasing 3 new games in 2024 for the Switch.
Oh god, they're finally releasing new Tokimeki shit?
They've been steadily releasing them.
I also gotta say this.
Granted.
Oh, go ahead.
Really quick. It's important to note, most of Tokimeki never came overseas.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. None of them are fucking being. I don't think these are any of them are like getting international releases. These are all just like the fucking entries on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I also just gotta break up the thing here and just put something on the fucking table about Cult of the Lamb right now. I don't know if I'm gonna continue streaming this just because, like, the Realms of the Old Gods DLC is just the game again, and I'm just like,
It's
man,
just more post game.
Yeah.
it's not really like doing it for me, honestly. Like, the sex update was fun and all, and we got to see some more horrifying things, but, like, in terms of, like, Relic of the Old Gods, I'm kind of like, I'm just kind of spinning my wheels right now, man.
Time to bum rush the post game and let your fucking cult wallow.
And I'm also kind of seeing, like, a weird hell spiral that I'm falling into, that, like, I'm spending more time managing the cult than actually doing the post-game.
Which is great, because you're not actually really getting anything from the cult at this point. You've gotten all the upgrades you need.
Yep. And now it's just, like, watching my little nuggets just, you know, do stuff all the time. And I get the idea of the post-game. It's a cool idea, and it, like, brings more difficulty to the game, but, like, that's not kind of what I'm looking for this, is difficulty. I'm looking for, like, the organic things that happen as a result, like, you know, poo-genics. But, like, we've kind of, you know, scraped the well of the new content and shown, like, all the new stuff, and it's good. I like the game. It's just, you know, I kind of need a lot for a post-game to be good. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably a lukewarm take for, like, the 3 people in the room here that played it, amidst this and the audience. I feel like the best post-game ever has been done by Asta Libra because they just did the plot again, but they did it in, like, way shorter a time, but also it contributes more to the plot.
I don't know. Look, I could talk about post games, but I was dealing with one earlier.
Yeah, you were. But, like,
sort of.
I feel like a post-game should not only, like, expand gameplay to, you know, satisfy that need for, you know, dopamine, but also, like, add more to the game. Because here's a weird fucking thing to think about this, and this goes back to the Tales games of all things. Tales of Legendia. In technicality, there are 3 acts to that game, but, and this is the biggest but on the planet, the game is done by Act 1. Technically, Acts 2 and 3 are post-game because there's no actual plot. It's just character development. And I think that's a good thing. Like, it's one of the things that I'm, like, alright with the idea of that game being, is that, like, if you're done with the game, but you get more out of it by doing the post-game. The game sucks ass, though.
Quick question.
Yeah?
How many bosses have you beaten so far?
Just 1.
Telling you, just bum rush it. Let your fucking cult go to Squalor. Who gives a
No,
shit?
the problem is that to get a new area, he has to sacrifice a follower.
And I still have to meet a follower count.
Rowdy.
Like,
And also,
I had to maintain a follower count of 24 and mulch someone to get to stage 2. Which
Oh
is
yeah,
why...
that's monotonous. I understand completely then. Fuck this.
Like the idea is not bad. It's like it's not a bad gameplay mechanic because it's still what you're doing. It's still the core gameplay loop. But at the end of the day, it's not adding more to me. Like by doing this stuff, we're not getting something fun. Like, you know, Torpo banging an elder god to make a horrible looking child that I sacrificed.
How is my child doing anyway?
In a hole.
He's dead.
I mulched them to the necessary.
You're a piece of shit.
Why
Why would you kill my baby?
You said you didn't like your baby.
Yeah, the thing is, for you to progress to the next area in the Legend of the Old Gods, you have to sacrifice a follower to a door.
Yep. And you cannot revive that person afterwards. So I am sorry, Torpo, but your child is hella dead.
Wow.
It deserved to die.
Fucked up that you killed my child because they're ugly.
Hey man, I'm the cult leader. Whatever says here goes. But that's kind of what I'm getting at is that it's not really adding what we're looking for. Like we're not getting, you know, like funny things like banging a creation god or Poogenix or even like the horrible entity that was However and how he hated everything I did and made the cult worse as a result. We're just kind of spinning our wheels now and just doing the game again, but like systems, and you know, even though it's fun for some people, it's not what I'm looking for.
My stance is more, it doesn't add anything meaningful to the cult side of things. Like there's no new progression. You've already bottomed out with what you can do with the cult. And so it just becomes tedious management with nothing new to show.
But yeah, like, I think this might be the last Cult of the Lamb 2024 stream, and I still think it's a very good game. Like, at the end of the day, I still had fun coming back to this, and it is, like, this is something we were discussing during the stream. It's very fucking rare that I come back to a game. Like, I mentioned that, like, you know, never... Despite...
Unless it's Dreadmore.
One day I will convince you to go back to fucking Yuppie Psycho.
I really should. Like, that
You
has...
should, because the other route is completely different.
Okay. Let's make a deal here, Torpo. I will legally allow you to hold a gun to my head and stream Yuppie Psycho once October comes around. How's that sound?
Okay, I'm writing it down just so you know. I won't forget this.
We'll also make it a fucking pin message on the stream discussion, so I don't forget either. Let's keep me fucking honest here. Cause, like, I feel like I owe it to you after fucking, Dokapon. I feel like I owe a lot to you all after Dokapon. That was an actual devil deal.
I'm still just amazed
When is
fucking...
Catechesis coming out? Which is their next game, Yuppie Psycho.
They have not given a date for it. They haven't even shown, like, a full design doc yet. They just have a trailer for it.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had a vague date for it.
There we go. We'll fucking seal this pact in blood. Pin this shit. Pin this shit in internet blood. This is what we were doing. I'll go back to Yuppie Psycho. It would be poetic, because I didn't stream Yuppie Psycho originally in October.
Maybe? I don't know. Time's become a blur.
It's really weird, isn't it? Because, like, we went from Yuppie Psycho... No, I think Yuppie Psycho was March because we went from Yuppie Psycho to Lobotomy Corporation, and I just remarked that, like, there's a very, like, common trend of, like, corporate dystopian horror at the time.
So, Banana...
Who fucking knows? Go ahead.
And I know Ass Libra Gaiden at least is gonna buy you a bit of time.
Yeah. I did not think it would come out so quick. It's not even been a month, right?
Dude, it's been over a year.
No. I mean, like, since this... since the stream, jackass. Like, I finished it and there was like, yeah, Astro Libra DLC was just announced and it's cool and all, but we're probably not gonna see that anytime soon. 3 weeks later, Keizo, the developers, complaining, yeah, we're gonna have to delay it a little bit, because, like, the translation's not going where we're at. And I'm like, okay, phew, I won't have to worry about it for a while. The immediate...
3 days. Delayed by 3 days.
Immediately, the day after, hey, we have a day announced. It's literally next Tuesday. And I'm like, what? Fuck you. which is great because Hasta Libre is really fun.
Yeah, like how much crunch did those localizers have to go through to?
I
do
think
that?
like the problem is Keizo's tweet was very vague. Like, all this is like we're gonna have to delay it a little bit because the translation's not quite up to snuff. But I think what they meant was like we saw something. I think what was supposed to be is like, hey, we found a little bit of like things that we're just gonna like fix and put, and it's gonna take a little bit. Also, I don't think we ever like elucidated this game to you, Chitlin. So I will pitch this game to you as I've done to other people that have picked it up and played it and loved it. Hasta Libre is a D&D campaign by that DM that you know is fucking incredible at writing and will give you the best plot per bang for your buck. But the game looks like he just took a bunch of magazines and cut out printouts for it. But like
it is peak. Do you know what I mean when I say Dojin game? Chitlin?
I'm aware of the term. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a fucking thing, right?
It is peak. No. It is basically peak Japanese indie game. It is peak Japanese indie game that was cobbled together from a bunch of free fucking resources
Okay.
and made over the course of like what
15 years, I think.
15 years.
Jesus.
And it's an actually,
'cause it was-
it's a really good
was made-
game.
Yeah, episodically, and most of the assets are just from free packs or packs he bought up and licensed. Same with the music. All the music is licensed or just free to use, and it works.
I'm just gonna throw it out there that Kuo is backing me up that Daoshin usually does mean fucking. So
It
Yes.
usually does mean.
so that's a point in the Chitlin column
No,
right there.
yeah, you're right, but also like in the most technical terms, it's supposed to mean Japanese indie game.
Well, I mean, Doujin literally just means like self-published, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just indie basically.
But like, it is a game that I'm shocked it is as incredibly well written and presented and gameplay wise as good as it was made. So like, it was this weird chain of like, somebody played it. Dominique, local like video game indie journalist, saw it, wrote an article for it. I saw his article, I played it. A bunch of people in the stream saw it, they played it, they loved it. The chain keeps going on. Something about the game.
It's got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing of Fear and Hunger, where that game just kind of caught on like wildfire after a couple big people bumped it.
Yeah,
No, this isn't that huge.
it's not huge, but like, when you pick it up, you start to understand. And I will say this, it's a little bit of rough going for someone who's not like a big fan of like Japanese games, because it does follow a lot of tropes since developed across 15 years. But when you get to
Initially, the writing gets better as it goes on because it was released episodically, and the dude clearly developed. But yeah,
but when you hit chapter 7, it gets its own identity and it gets really fascinating.
true. 20K reviews is pretty big, but
But like, it's not like, say, Fear and Hunger, where fucking like PewDiePie picked it up and it just caught on wildfire.
Wait, did he actually?
Fear and Hunger, and then you can chop it. Oh, Fear and Hunger 2. Chop
I know
enough
some
people's
big
heads
name
so you learn
LP picked it up and it just caught on fire
Chop-
after that.
Just cut off people's heads so you can learn how to masturbate.
Just have Dick write it on stream.
Like, I'm of the opinion that like, the reason why people are picking up and playing Hasta Libre is that, yeah, somebody picked it up and like spoke of it, but like, it wasn't a thing of like, it was people liked it because some big name picked it up. It's like, one person picked it up, they fervently enjoyed it and told everybody they knew, and now that you have like a 15% attack rate, so people were just like eventually picking it up and playing it and picking it up and playing it, and it's like, it basically got there by the merit of its own effort, rather than, a spark of wildfire. And yeah, I've seen iPatchWolf's video of Fear and Hunger, and I don't know if I want to play that game, because it doesn't sound fun.
It's
they're
miserable.
miserable and depressing, but like in an even worse way than fucking Pathologic almost.
They seem very fascinating, but it seems like you have to have a guide to play that game.
a guide
Go
will
ahead.
help you. It will.
Yeah.
It will tell you where to go for, say, the correct ending, but it won't help you because that game is an RNG nightmare.
Ah, I see.
Oh yeah, especially since there'll be chests that you'll find high wing. The funny thing about those chests is just that you have to flip a coin.
Oh yeah, I heard about this system where it's basically a coin flip of whether or not you actually succeed doing something.
I do like the idea of you being able to, you can fight doors to open them up because you open them up. But the thing is, you a lot of times you're too weak to open it up.
But like, but yeah, it's really fun just getting the crew back together and just like talking about stuff because it just brings like it brings about like good ideas of like how the stream has evolved, where we've been and where we're going. Because like, as Profane Banana said, what's going to replace Cult of the Lamb? I never actually know, because for all the ideas I have, I'm very mercurial and will just pick up whatever like wins at me at the time.
Lunacid.
Hmm?
Lunacid.
I've been thinking about Lunacid, and every time I touch it, I play it for like 20 minutes and I'm just like, I'll play this another time. And that's... While Lunacid is a very good game and I played a lot of it back in the initial early access, like, I don't know why, I just can't, like, gel with that at the moment. But
Well, it's time for you to play like eat shit.
But, like, the problem with my streams is that, like, not only do I like to keep myself on the back hoof, I'm also very mercurial because, like, I keep saying I'm going to stream Labyrinth of Galleria, god damn it. But then Persona 3 came out, I'm like,
Also, the more you try to convince Wang to do something, the more you push him off it.
Yeah. There's also that, but, like, sometimes there's a hit. Like, Asta Libra is kind of that hit. But, like, in the vague future of what is to be, there will be a point where we will beat Neo, and in that time, I'm hoping to, like, not play RPGs for a little bit. Because the next RPG I want to pick up, and I am going to pick this up and play it, is Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society. That is a 150-hour game that is technically 3 different plots going in concurrent. That is going to be a very long stream, and I'm going to love it. It is going to be purely a me thing. But also, as mentioned, Asta Libra Gaiden is out. That's going to be a thing. There are other things in the future that could be played. Like, who knows where the winds will take us? The only thing I know for certain is, god damn, I love RPGs. But, like, you know, once something happens, I will stick with it, if it's good.
I mean, if nothing else, Wang will definitely stream Dreadmore if he runs out of ideas.
I mean, that's true. But also,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can stream Dreadmore anymore, Chitlin.
What? No.
So here's the thing. Dreadmore's in a weird state. I can still technically play it, but I got some new
Okay.
monitors recently that go up to 120 hertz, and I can visibly see the effect of that whenever I use my computer. But Dreadmore is a game from 2009, 2010, when people were still fighting the fact that 60 frames per second could exist. And,
Right.
there's a glitch that even the game developers didn't know about, where, if you play Dreadmore at anything beyond, 60 megahertz, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what happens, the rest of your monitor will have scan lines that flicker, and it gets real fucking terrifying when you do so, because it is a noticeable flicker that looks like your screen is broken.
Oh.
You can't just use like Reefatuner or something to cap the frame rate?
It's not frame rate, it's fucking refresh rate. Because like you can fix it. Like I could fix it to just set this frame rate to 60 hertz, and I should do that if I want to play it, but I don't want to because that's too many. It's like too many extra steps for something I should just want to pick up and play.
Yeah, I get that.
Unfortunately, it's not like a Freedom Fighter situation.
And this is like a weird thing too, because this doesn't just happen when it's full screen. I could be playing windowed at like 16 by 9, and it'll still have the scan lines all over that monitor. Like, it is a very weird bug. So weird that one of the developers on Twitter was like, hey, could you give me some numbers here? What's happening? I still haven't heard back from them, and I really hope that they fix it, because like you said, I will eventually go back to Dreadmore. I like that game. It is a game where I don't have to think, I could just talk. Like, if you notice...
Exactly, yeah.
Like, if you notice with this game, I've had to talk to pause to talk about points that I'm very passionate about, case in point. But, like, with Dreadmore, I'm so automatic that we could just, like, I could shoot the shit with chat or co-host or whatever the fuck, and just, you know, talk, which a streamer should do.
It's a perfect podcast game.
Mm-hmm. So you hit him. Shut up! I'm so mad that Egypt hasn't succeeded yet because of landmines of all things.
What?
There's a build that I have basically all but like considered cursed on the stream. It is a build called the Egyptian build that is centered around the skill tree of Egypt to do massive amounts of damage to a lot of enemies. And that playthrough is so deeply cursed that I don't understand it. Because for the most part, anytime we get to like the later levels, I will headbutt a landmine that I didn't notice and die immediately. And the one that really haunts me to this day, and I'm like so upset at this. The main villain of the game is Lord Dreadmore. He is a Lich Wizard. And somewhere in my brain, I thought, oh, he's a wizard. He can't possibly be good at melee. I'm safe. As he touches me in the chest and does 300 explosion damage and I die instantly. That death haunts me because I was so close. Because, like, no matter what build you have, you could beat Dreadmore if you just carry, like, fucking 40 Buzzsaw Blades and just throw them all at once. And I was close. I was so goddamn close. And I let him get melee range and he killed my ass dead. And I'm mad.
I can hear the trauma.
It's so fucking frustrating. Because, like, I could do other builds and they're just, like, so brain dead, like, fucking easy. They're just slow. Like, if you just do like a bog standard axe build with like a crafting thing, you can beat Dreadmore on going rogue no problem. But Egypt is fun. I could look at a room and then gas it and people will die. But it's so fragile and I make so many damn mistakes and I hate it. It's weird that that's lasted longer than fucking Death Road to Canada, because I also like Death Road to Canada. It's just, man. That well of content dried super quick.
I mean, you were doing Death Road to Canada for like 2 years, weren't you?
Yeah, it was like 3 New Year streams.
I hesitate to call
Yeah.
it super quick.
Yeah, that's like that was your go-to game for quite a while.
No, fair. Also, I'm kind of rambling at this point, aren't I?
Whatever. It's the end of the stream. No one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also just very.
Winding down.
It's also just rare that I have you around, Chitlin. I do genuinely enjoy your company, even though I kind of exploited the hell out of it for Darkest Dungeon.
You know what? It's fine. Like honestly, I have been. I have had the idea in my mind that I want to show up to more Wang streams, and I've had this idea for like the last 2 years, and I think I've showed up like 3 times in all that time.
And I
So-
always appreciate you coming by, because, man, you're just a
Yeah.
pleasant dude to be around, is what I'll say.
It's just I don't know. It's
It's life. Life happens.
it becomes increasingly hard to justify showing up somewhere.
It is a
You know?
like, you have a job, you have, I don't know the term to use, your romantic situation. Partners, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have a job, you have partners, you have a social life of sense, I assume. Like, life That sounded
I
way
assume.
that sounded way worse than it should have, didn't it? Sorry.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Like,
It's a reasonable assumption.
you ever go outside chilling? I don't know.
Chitlin, you ever touch grass?
Chitlin only ever Chilling nobody ever sits in his man cave and stares at his Duke controller. That's all he ever does.
Please, he also watches X-Files.
But like, I think we're missing the point here. Is that Chitlin, you have a wonderful life and and like people that love you. So I can understand how
Terrifying.
it's a hard thing to spend 3 hours sitting in front of a monitor talking about video games.
You've got it good. I understand why you want to come here to buddy.
So like,
Look, look. Sometimes I get bored of trying to control Mulder on screen with my Duke. That's just. Sometimes I need a break from that. That's when I come to the Highway Street.
You know, Chitlin, there is an
What's up?
X-Files game.
He needs something to humble himself to show how good he has it. AKA not having been looking at the Duke.
Okay, wasn't there more than one X-Files game though?
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
imagine
there was a point-
so.
Apparently so.
Hang
there
on,
was a-
I gotta figure this out. X-Files
There-
games.
There was a point-and-click adventure game, and then there was a Resident Evil clone on the.
Resident Evil Clone
PS2.
One's funny because every time, like a lot of times when you have you play as Boulder, when you have Scully with you, she has infinite ammo, so she can just use everything for you.
It looks like there are 5 X-Files games. I was gonna say XCOM. God damn it.
5.
There's something
Same
called.
one me and Chitlin are talking about. I call it to resist and serve.
Yep.
Because I just know the FMV one.
So there
Yeah.
is there's a PC game for Windows, Mac OS, and PlayStation in 1998 called the X-Files game. There's the
Right.
X-Files Resist and Serve, developed in 2004 survival horror game for the PS2 by Vivendi Universal.
Yep, that's a RE clone.
X-Files Unrestricted Access. There's no like. X-Files is a Microsoft Windows and Macintosh program published by Fox Interactive and distributed by
Yes.
Fox. There's no date for this. What is this?
So according to Malik in the chat, there are 3 of those
1997.
games are just encyclopedias of resources from the show.
So there is ostensibly only 2 games.
Yeah.
So
One is the
it's
FMV
like
adventure game, and the other is the
Oh,
PC clone.
oh boy, yes. The X-Files collectible card game developed in 1996 and canceled in
Oh, yeah.
1998.
God.
What an awful era where people saw that Magic the Gathering was being successful, so everybody wanted to make their own brand of card game, even Final Fantasy.
Wait, no, there's a third X-Files game, the X-Files Deep States.
That's
It was released in February 6, 2018 for iOS, Android, and Facebook. It's a hidden
Oh.
object game.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god. That's how you know you got it bad.
Yeah. The X-Files isn't coming back, is it?
Which is a shame because I feel like there's a lot of good ideas in X-Files. It's just also
Oh yeah. I mean, like legitimately, it's a very fun show, but
I will admit when I was like, now that I'm living with my folks because of, rent is getting fucking insane around here in California, I saw some X-Files episodes and liked them.
yeah,
It's a good
honestly,
show.
yeah,
You didn't even
it
need
is.
to say around here in California.
Fair.
It's getting bad everywhere.
Yeah, the first few seasons of X-Files are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't even say the first few seasons. Like, most of the seasons are good. Really, the bad ones are mostly just the fucking lore episodes. Like, the Monster of the Week stuff
yes,
has just
which
always been
become
solid.
more and more prevalent as the show goes on.
Also,
Okay, fair.
Singularity, don't fucking remind me that Magic is trying to scoop up every IP on the planet ever, because who, buddy? They're doing that, and it's all wrong. They don't understand what brands they're buying, because it's all being wrong. It's dumb. It's fucking stupid. I'm talking
So
about...
is Magic trying to be the Fortnite of card games?
And ironically,
Yeah.
yes, because they also got Fortnite cards.
Of course
What?
they do.
What?
They're...
I mean, just I don't even know if Fortnite has anything else besides the other things it's put in the game.
Fortnite
already
Secret
exists.
Lair, baby. 5 cards reprinted in Fortnite's unique style, quote unquote.
Great.
Fucking sucks. Fallout is coming out March, and I hate the fact that I am looking at this like I can't believe we're doing this now, but also I unironically want to get the card representing Mr. House because it is a dice roll deck, and I need that to complement my coin flip deck. I hate this. I hate myself. But like,
Are the Fallout cards tournament legal? Really?
No, because they only are centered
Nice
around.
land you got there, but unfortunately, Fat Man.
Since for the big elevator pitch of what the fuck is Magic the Gathering these days, in 2015, they're a casual format known as Commander, which is a 4-player free-for-all format of a 100-card deck, but you can only have one copy of a card. Was getting wildly popular because it revitalized the old cards while integrating new cards in, and then Hasbro smelt blood in the water. So now Standard is in like a weird space where in order to try and revitalize it, they said, hey, Standard now uses 3 years of cards for the format, which means the meta that is currently in for only like a year and a half is now the meta for 3 years. Good luck breaking it. Modern is still Modern, which is a fucking nightmare. They tried to make a new format called Pioneer, and while Pioneer is okay, it's also been kind of solved as well. Legacy is Legacy. And Commander makes all the money, so Hasbro's designing around it. And it's real fucking bad.
God, it happens every time. Every single time Wang brings up Magic or anime or something, I genuinely
I
try
getcha.
to follow what he's saying. And I just slip off.
Oh
Like
man,
he's made
Chitlin
of
just
butter.
can't
And I
I'm not expecting
Oh
you.
man, Chitlin.
I'm not expecting you to retain.
and your Pokemon Ash.
I'm not expecting you to
Chitlin.
understand Chitlin. I just want you to know that I hate it. That
Yeah,
is
Chitlin, I have something you'd probably understand that can get you
So-
back on topic.
what's up?
The
What's
Magic
up?
the Gathering Fallout product lineup includes a 100-card deck called Hail Caesar. Lead your army to a ruthless military victory with Caesar.
I mean,
can-
Caesar was a cool guy until he got stabbed. I mean, he's
no. This is
Yeah,
the
with a knife.
that's the Fallout New
throw-
Vegas. That's the Fallout New Vegas Caesar that tries to do some fucking
The fucking fascist, horrifying, misogynistic.
diegetic. No, not diegetic. What's the fucking like author that he constantly quotes? That's like a fucking douchebag. But like, basically, Chitlin, the long and short of this thing is that a hobby I love very much is spreading itself way too thin, and I'm just watching my favorite hobby die to corporation.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Hegelian dialectics, that's what it is. Thank you, however.
The only thing we can do from now until our inevitable deaths is just sit back and watch as everything we know and love is cannibalized in the name of unholy profit. So enjoy the ride.
Man, this took a fucking nihilistic turn. I think it's about time where we should probably, call it. Because, like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it really is becoming like, I'm glad you're all here. Let's get depressed. So we will call it here. And I appreciate you all for stopping by. Thank you once again for stopping by again, Chitlin. I hope you all enjoyed Cult of the Lamb. The new DLC is very good. It is a great way to come back to the game with a whole lot more new ways to be horrified at what you could be an awful monster for. And, yeah, for the future, we are still trying to figure out what to do with Neo 2. Neo 2 is like a weird thing of, like, we're almost done with the DLCs, and there is content trapped behind the new game pluses, but, like, I think at least the plan in my head is finish new game, and then we collectively go out into the woods for a couple months and then come back to do the new game plus 5 playthrough.
Why do you need to play through that many games?
Because there is mechanics trapped between each iteration of new game plus Chitlin.
That sounds awful. Just let people move on to new games.
It is. But we're actually kind of interested in doing like the full new game plus 5 playthrough. That's why we're entertaining this idea. Like, we are actually interested in doing this.
All right.
But, like, Neo is basically going to be finished new game, original new game, and all the DLCs. Fuck off to the woods for a little bit, and eventually do New Game Plus 5. Asta Libra is in the immediate chamber. Labyrinth of Galleria is the next ambitious playthrough. And I think I want to just try to play some FPSs, like, in the interim, because, like, I don't think I have an archived playthrough of Prey, do I?
Which Prey?
2017.
Oh, fuck. That's not the good one.
I think it's a good one. Granted, the original one is also pretty good, but, like, good luck getting that on modern software.
Yeah, fucking Bethesda not selling keys anymore. What the hell?
I know, right?
A perfectly good game. Just sell it to people.
Well, like, I was just sitting there, like, I kind of want to play Prey. I don't think I ever had that, like, as a thing I archived. And, like, there's, like, another game where I was just sitting there, like, I don't have an archive that's a crying shame, so I should play that. But I want to play some, like, quicker things before I just, you know, sit down and commit to, like, 3 seasons of anime RPG.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, I mentioned before when I first discussed the idea, like, Labyrinth of Galleria is so fucking mammoth that I literally, like, when we finish one arc, we have to take a break. Because it is a 50-hour arc. Oh, the Elden Ring DLC. Ugh. It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks because
Yeah.
Neo and Neo 2, despite my, like, some of the criticisms I have of Neo 2, I have genuine fun playing that game, but when I think of, like, playing a fucking FromSoft Souls-like game, I just sit there like, ugh. Alright. But yeah, that's kind of the future of Wang streams at the moment, is that, I don't know what the future is of Wang streams. But I have a vague idea. Like...
Wang, you already played Fear quite extensively, didn't you?
I don't know. That's the thing.
You don't know?
I know I played the game, but I don't know if I streamed the game. And if I streamed the game, I don't know if I archived the game. And if I didn't archive the game, well, that's a fucking shame.
Oh, I know why I think you streamed it.
Why's that?
Way back when you had your review show.
Did I?
You were. Yeah, you did a review of Fear 2. I remember that.
Oh, no! Oh, not... Oh, right, no, wait. Oh, did I fuck up?
Maybe?
I'm talking about Prey.
Oh.
I have streamed Fear 2, and Fear 3. Kuoshi has an archive of Fear 3. I know that exists.
Okay.
I should...
Fathrier, thank you.
Yeah, Fathrier.
Yeah.
And
You gotta say the name right, yeah.
And I think Fathrier is a very good mecha game wrapped around a very mediocre co-op shooter. But,
No game isn't archived.
what's that?
Pathologic 1.
No.
So many
No.
Tim Curry gifts were lost in that time.
I can't go back. Pathologic 2 exists. It's a better game.
I just
With
appreciate
only one
that,
campaign.
that the night the Buse was loose could never happen again because we've learned that Gary Busey is fucking horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. But like
I wish Twitch allowed gifts in chat.
they
that's
saw
all
what
I
they
need.
saw what happened to Hitbox and was like, fuck that. That's stupid. But like I'm pretty sure I've streamed Fear 1 and 2, but there's no archive because that was back when I was a lot more self-loathing than I am now and thought none of my content was worth archiving because who the fuck is gonna watch it? And it turns out people will watch it eventually. So I've gotten like a bit more like more of a fire underneath my ass about getting stuff archived, and you know going back to projects that I feel like were actually pretty fun and just kind of let them go by the wayside. Because like one of the things that like we discussed in like anime night, and I don't know if I want to do it because I don't know if I'd be stepping on like turf of Torpo here. I've kind of considered restreaming Ys Oath and Felghana and Ys Origins.
Follow your heart, dude. Fucking play him.
Yeah. I mean, no one holds sway over any particular game. Play what you want, man.
Oh, I know I can, like, if I didn't care about what people think, I would just play whatever the fuck I want and not care. But, like, I always feel like... What's the term I'm looking for here? Courtesy sounds a bit too hoity-toity.
I mean, the idea of the East retrospective anyway is ways off, so who gives a shit?
But, like, I never want to, like, step on people's toes, you know?
You wait. Fucking do it, bitch.
But that's something we could do, because, like, I think fucking these games rule, and I want to have an archive of them, damn it. But, like, what else was there that I just, like, really lament not archiving outside of Pathologic? Oh, fuck, no. I don't think Evo Theory of Evolution is archived.
Oh no.
No, he never did.
Because, like, that was...
an incredibly old stream, yeah.
Because, like, I remember wanting to do, like, a supercut of that because I thought, like, some of the stuff was, like, better in chunks rather than, like, a whole playthrough, and I never got around to editing it because, you know, job exists. But the hard drive that it was on fucking died. So, like...
Real shame. It was the stupidest fucking
Yeah.
thing
It
ever.
was such a good playthrough, yeah, and I don't know why I didn't archive it. Oh, no. I feel really bad for that one, too. Like, that was art. We'll never get the fucking wonder and joy of hearing hearing Kwoshi stomp into a call, pissed, saying, "It's pronounced coelacanth, you dick."
The one thing I remember about I don't know if it was I think it was Evo, was me and Torpo were in the chat and we didn't want to jump into the call because we didn't want to taint the translation or something or whatever the fuck was going on.
And what
And
happened?
Every time Wayne got a name wrong, it was no fun correcting him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and then I guess we just realized Kuo didn't give a shit, so it's like whatever.
it is impressive that Kuo is one of the fucking formative figures of my LPU career. Because, like,
I mean-
man, we really just kind of shitposted each other, don't we?
Like the more I hang around the Kuo Cord, the more I realize Kuo might be the grandfather of most of the things on the internet.
He is,
He just-
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Like,
I mean, he's like a less problematic Lotax. I like him. He's cool. But
the thing is...
High bar there.
That's still insulting to say. A less problematic Lotex is still kind of hella problematic.
Oh, the thing about Kwoshi is that, like... How do I put this? Like, I hearken of the, like, an internet cryptid of, like, I
yes,
just met him.
exactly.
I just met him one day and he just became one of my best friends. Like, we bonded over our fucking unanimous hatred of fucking Last Remnant. And then I realized, oh, we've been in similar situations and he's a really cool dude. And now he's done fucking translations for Evil Theory of Evolution and Sekiro and World of Horror. Like, goddamn. Cool dude.
And tons of shit from back in the old internet days.
But yeah, like, we really are rambling at this point, and I got work in the
Yeah.
morning. I should call it.
Probably should.
Archiving this is gonna suck.